It's Tuesday, December 25th, Christmas Day. Wednesday, December 26th, if you're on the East Coast or across the pond. And this, my friends, is a Christmas edition of Spaced Out Radio. Hope you had a great day and night. I am your host, Dave Scott, broadcasting to you live from the Great White North on top of the snowy mountains of central British Columbia, right here at SOR headquarters. We welcome you nightly on the SOR Radio Network and Deep Talk Radio. And hey, if you want to subscribe to our archives, they are free for you at youtube.com/Spaced Out Radio. Our website is spacedoutradio.com, where we have a plethora of features for you. You can rock out to Bumblefoot. Soon shop at our brand new store. Read up on Captain Shirk's SOR Newswire and much more. Tonight's show is brought to you by the YouTube channel in Suho. Sebastian Martin brings high-quality messages to the masses. Go to spacedoutradio.com. Click on the In Suho banner and subscribe to the channel today. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Season's greetings to you all. It's still Christmas Day here on the West Coast, and I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas from the entire Spaced Out Radio staff, on air and behind the scenes. Really, we do it for the fun and entertainment for all of you, because without all of you listeners out there, then really, we honestly wouldn't even be here or where we are today. And we know that there are some of you out there who may not have anybody to be with tonight. All festive occasions aside, for a lot of people, this is a pretty lonely day. So what I'm doing here is I'm sending out the invite to all of you to join us. You can even call in tonight, 1-702-302-4556 to chat with us about 2018 and the year it was in the fields of ufology. As Giordano hates me saying, I did that on purpose for him. Ghosts, intuition, and cryptids, whatever you want to talk about. Do you have a favorite Spaced Out Radio moment from this year you would love to share? Well, I want to hear it, and so do others. Call in 1-702-302-4556. And once again, we are joined for the entire show by Rich Giordano from Goof on Radio. Rich, Merry Christmas, brother.
Merry Christmas, brother. I got to keep my teeth in. I'm excited to be here. I can't believe Christmas.
I know. Where did 2018 go? Like, there was like 6 days left, man. 6 days, 5 days, really. You know, really.
Fast this year. It was a good year, though, for the paranormal, especially ufology. So I can't wait to talk about the things that happened this year.
Me either.
Yeah, it was a good year. It was like the best year in a long time. I can't remember a year like this. So next year is going to be even better. I have a good feeling.
Well, you know what? I think so, too. You know, I mean, there's a lot that's going to happen. There's a lot that's going to happen in 2019. It's so much harder to predict. But you know what? Tonight is about the listeners because, as I said right off the bat, there are a lot of people out there that really, really deserve a round of applause, you know, for being there with us. And, you know, Rich, I want to take a couple of minutes here. I went live on Facebook yesterday, kind of breaking down the week because I always do this on Mondays. And, you know, there's some people that I want to say a big thank you to. And, you know, throughout 2018, there was a lot of change. There was a lot of comings and goings within the field and within Spaced Out Radio. And that happens. And change sucks. All right. It really does. I don't like change. I don't like the fact that, you know, there are some people who are moving on and other people who are not. There's people who've joined us, people who have not. But you know what? It's inevitable. The unfortunate part about it is it's inevitable. And, you know, but I want to say thank you to a number of people here and take the time to do that because 2018, we started the year, Dave Cruz was with us in late 2017, and then we went to Joe Roop on the weekends, and Joe and Eric Markham ended up, moving together with the Fringe FM and doing their thing. We went on to do our thing, and we want to thank them for their contributions to Spaced Out Radio. We also want to do the same with Elizabeth Anglin, who did a remarkable job on the Sunday show. And, you know, we also want to say thank you to Tessa Nicole Thomas, who has stepped in and done a great job at Fill It In on the weekends in a very, very tough position at a very tough time of this radio station and radio show. And, you know, it's something where, you know, you don't like the change, but unfortunately, sometimes it's inevitable. And either way, whether it was good, whether it was bad, you still have to, give your blessings at this time of year and just say thank you. Put all the BS aside, put all the rumors, the conjuring, and everything to the side. Just say thank you to everybody who helped contribute. Now, I also want to say a big thank you to a number of people here as well. And starting off with our investor, Mr. Moose Vancouver, for helping us build this beautiful studio that we are in, for helping us see the dream of Spaced Out Radio and getting things going. He has been absolutely phenomenal. And I'm glad, to be working with a friend. Him and I have known each other for about 17 years now, and I wouldn't want to be in this with anybody else. I want to say thank you to Everett Thiemer for everything that he has done to be a friend of mine and to be that confidant of somebody who I can vent to, somebody I can talk to about the business, past business ideas off of, or anything. I mean, he is there until all hours of the night. We've literally stayed up until all hours of the night chatting because, just trying to figure things out. And we get into some really great brainstorming sessions. And I want to say thank you to him. Amy Martin, for doing an incredible job at taking control of everything behind the scenes, from the sales aspect, from her connections in radio, from when she worked with Art Bell, from helping put all the technical stuff and the sound together on Spaced Out Radio. Amy is literally one of the most brilliant people I have ever met. And there are not very many people out there, Rich, who... And I think I'm a pretty smart guy, but I feel dumb around her. That's how smart she is. I feel dumb. Like, trying to put a sentence together that makes sense is difficult for me when I'm in a conversation with her. That's how dumb I feel around her. And I know if she's listening in, she's probably laughing right now saying, "Oh, brother." Really, let me tell you something, brother. Shut that mouth up right now, brother. That's what she's saying to me right now.
Yeah, I get it.
Amy has done, I can't say enough good words about her.
Yeah.
I really can't. I want to say a big thank you to some very close people. Mike Morin from Haunted Crew of Canada and Ghosts of the Great White North. He is one of my best friends in this industry. And I actually have his dog here living at my house right now. And I love that dog. My son loves that dog.
Huh.
But anytime I have a paranormal question I can go to Mike with, I want to thank Bazooka Joe. He is a very, very good friend of mine, and he and his beautiful wife, Tara, and their lovely daughter, Katie, they have, in the past year, really become my best friends in my community, where I do not have a lot of friends. He helps me out with my ghost hunts. Actually, their whole family does. Him and I go into the forest, and I'll tell you, you go into the forest here, and you guys have heard me talk about the forests around here. They're dangerous. But, when I'm in the forest with Mark, I always feel safe. Always feel safe. So I want to give a shout out to him and Tara for doing an amazing, amazing job and helping me out behind the scenes. They're some of the most beautiful people I've ever met on this planet. And, I love them to death. Love them to death. I want to thank Gail Shirk, Captain Shirk. She does our news section. Captain Shirk is she is that how do you put it? She is that she's like my den mother. That's probably the best way to put it. She is like my den mother. She does all of the news. She's always scouring. I don't think she actually sleeps because she's so concerned about getting stories for our next big story. She follows up on them. She does absolutely great in making our news look good. She is somebody who, if I need some motherly advice or I just need somebody to talk to, she's always there. So I want to give her a big shout out. Add to the fact that she's a giant Rob Zombie fan. Her favorite song is that dirty one where he's doing things in the UFO. She loves that song. I want to say thanks to you, Rich. I mean, you and I had we kind of didn't talk for a couple of months there, but, you and I have been the last 4 years really together as good friends. You and I have never met face to face, but, you just have a common bond with people. And you're somebody who I have a bond with, and I appreciate your friendship. I really do. And the fact that you're really fun to work with on the air, I think it just makes for some great radio, man. It really does.
Thanks, man. Oh, man, that's awesome. Thank you. I wasn't expecting that, but I appreciate it. Yeah, same way. I can't believe we haven't met. It feels like I've met you. It's very strange. The Facebook thing, we get to see each other on YouTube sometimes. It's just weird, not meeting you yet, but I have a feeling, we'll meet soon enough, but, man, we got to go have some fun when you come out, or I go there, or whatever. Yeah, it's good to.
I want to, I don't drink. For the audience members who don't know me, I know I talk about, oh man, I could use a beer right now, but you have to understand, I really do not drink. I don't. All right. It's just one of those things where I literally would have a beer for you. I would break my drinking rule, and I would have a beer with you, my friend.
Let me ask you something real quick.
Yeah.
Do you think, and I'm not asking you to do it unless you want to do this, without looking on a piece of paper, do you think you could say thank you to every single guest you ever had on without missing any? No. Yeah, you have guests on every night. That's why. But
no,
I would have thought you would have been able to. But I guess over 3.5 years, that's a lot of people.
That's like 700-800 people. 700 people.
We'd be here for 3 hours. Yeah,
yeah. That'd be a tough show.
I just didn't know if you could remember.
Show. No, there's a lot I do. And we'll get into some of those tonight. But, and that's actually a really good question, because what a lot of people don't understand is the minute you're finished with a guest, you don't want to be rude to them, but really it's like, okay, the show is over. What do I have going on tomorrow night? What do I have on? And that's the big one right there, is what do I have going on tomorrow night that I have to now get focused for? And unfortunately, it's not like you're dropping the ball on the other person, but you have to move on. You don't have a choice. You really don't. I want to quickly finish up these thank yous, though. Yeah. Reverend Keith Bradley, he is really somebody who, I can go to anytime when I got any spiritual questions that I need to get answered. Michael W. Hall, our paranormal lawyer, who is also the lawyer of Spaced Out Radio. What a great guy. One of the most honest guys that I've ever met in this field. Fantastic human being. Eric Cooper from Forest Moon Paranormal. He is just one genuine person. Absolutely love him. And, it's been a good time. It's been a good role. I mean, there's so many. Jamie Sexton, who is one of my best friends, Ian Holt, Butch Witkowski, Geraldina Roscoe, Grant Cameron, who takes my call at any time, George Zuger, Chris Cogswell, R. Keith Andrews. There are so many people who help make this show special. And, but most of all, it's the listeners. The people who pack into the chat rooms each and every night, those who have chosen to spend their very valuable time with us, Rich. And, that's one thing that I have always tried to maintain as I go through this is time is valuable. Time is very valuable. And when someone is willing to give you an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours a day to listen to you, you got to be humble about that. You have to be real about that. You cannot take advantage of that. And there's a lot of people out there, especially in this field, who do, Rich. I try my damnedest not to.
Right.
That's why we like the audience participation. That's why we try and get the audience questions in there as much as possible, because the audience is the most important part. Because if you don't have the audience, if they don't show the love or feel the love towards what you are doing, you got nothing. You're broadcasting to air. And we've been able to grow because of them. Everything we do is because of them. Now I realize, we're going to piss some people off every now and again. I don't mean to, but it does happen. And the big thing that we can do is give thanks on a day like this that, look, man, it's Christmas night and our chat room has a ton of people in it.
I know.
Our chat rooms, Twitter has people in it. SOR Space Travelers, Revolution Radio. They're all right there, man. They're all right there, tuning on in. Never mind the people who are listening in on UPRN or WQEE down in Noonan, Georgia, or Deep Talk Radio, the people behind the scenes who are not in the chat rooms. Thank you. Thank you. It's very impressive because, as you know, Rich, and you've been doing this a long time, building a base and people who want to spend their time with you in a digital world where they have so much at their fingertips is difficult.
Extremely. And especially when they keep coming back. I'm always surprised and I love it. Makes you just want to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does. Yeah. It's motivational. It's inspirational. It's like they're giving back to me what I'm giving to them. It's a give and take. It's just beautiful, really. I never get sentimental, but I had to.
Oh, I don't blame you. And I can't forget, there's a few other people I can't forget. I can't forget Bob Davis, who is our beautiful voice that intros us at the commercial breaks and does Tessa. Bob has been battling some health issues for, over a year now, a year and 5 days now. And God bless him. Bob is just a phenomenal human being. He's got a power beard, like no beard out there. All right. Like in his hospital bed, he'd got a picture with Santa and Mrs. Claus, and Bob had a better beard than Santa Claus. No word of a lie. No word of a lie. Bob, I love him, and Godspeed. I hope he is. One day there's some Christmas miracle out there that can make Bob better, because Bob is a hell of a guy, and, he has got that beautiful radio voice that is just... I know people in radio who would die for that voice, and Bob has it naturally. I want to thank Catherine, Kit Kat in the chat room. She does all of our social media. She is just a phenomenal person, and the work she does to make us look good, especially on Instagram. I never knew our Instagram numbers could grow as quickly as they have, but it's all because of her. And she's the one who makes us look good and does all the promos on social media for the shows and everything, and she does it out of the bottom of her heart. And I look forward to her getting to be a bigger role on this team in the future as we start gaining radio stations. I want to thank my producer, Haven Charlotte, who is a little bit brand new. A lot of you don't know her, but if you have guest suggestions, you can always email her at producer@spacedoutradio.com. And she is taking a lot of pressure off me. A lot of pressure. And, the guests that she has booked and kept us booked has been pretty phenomenal. Pretty phenomenal. And, it makes my job a heck of a lot easier when I can not have to worry about going out and searching for guests. She's done a great job. It's something like she's a natural to. She just picked it up. But there are some fans that I want to specifically point out and say thank you here. So we got about 3 minutes to go for the break. Bill Cardwell, number one. He is the guy who does the passwords each and every night, tries to screw me up. Most of the time, he actually wins. And he drives me nuts with them damn passwords. But I love him. He's been a staunch supporter of ours for about 3.5 years. And, when we first put T-shirts out, he was the first one to buy T-shirts and everything. And he means a lot. That password, as silly as it is, means a lot. Michael McNeil, who fills in, we call him Pen Man. He has done phenomenal. Over in the Spreaker chat room, a lot of people don't know, but you'll hear the name Tripster. I'll say Tripster every now and again. And Trip, every break, has a write-up for every commercial that we do. I don't know how he does it, probably copy paste or whatever, but he has a breakdown of every commercial, making sure that the advertising's there. Never asked him to do it. He's always sharing the show on social media. He is just a phenomenal person, and I want to, acknowledge him. The champ, Nick. Nick is a young guy who is battling a lot of health problems, but he loves this show. He's here every night. Probably needs a good steel chair to the head every now and again because he loves his wrestling, and there's nothing better than taking a good steel chair every now and again. On the Twitter side, the snarkiness of Twitter has been phenomenal. And I want to point out a couple of people here, led by the crankiest curmudgeon that I know, Mr. A-Hole Skeptic. He has the snark of the night almost every night. And you Twitter people do not know how many times I have to hit mute on my microphone because what you guys are doing is making me laugh so bloody hard. But I want to give a shout out to Mr. Skeptic. Thank you so much. Also to John, Goddess Michelle, Derek, Canadian Joe, Muji Boy, and a number of others. You know who you are. Thank you for making my night a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Then there's the Aussie crowd, Aussie Andy, Aussie Rob, How's Tomorrow Looking, Aussie Tanya, New Zealand Renee. We got a big conglomerate over there. Aussie Steve. Huge, huge fans over there. I don't know why we're so popular over there, but we seem to be gaining popularity there all the time, which is awesome. Our Canadian listeners, our American listeners, our UK listeners, you know who you are. I absolutely love all of you. Thank you for a great 2018. I'm so excited for you guys and what 2019 is going to bring for everybody here. Everybody here. It's going to be great. Going to be absolutely fantastic. And we're about to go to break here, Rich, and we're joined by Rich Giordano from Goof On Radio tonight. The year that was, we're going to get into that. And we also want to make sure that you guys call up 1-702-302-4556. Start calling after the break, and we will be back with more Spaced Out Radio Christmas Edition right after this.
You're listening to Spaced Out Radio Live with Dave Scott on the Deep Talk Radio Network.
Visit purpleplates.com today. For over 40 years, the Purple Energy Plates have been delivering amazing results for their many customers. Inspired by the great genius Nikola Tesla, the harmony, healing, and energetic effects of the plates have proven over and over to be beneficial and often miraculous to thousands of customers. Check their site for daily specials and choose from their many energy products. You won't be sorry. Visit them today at purpleplates.com.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
Hello, this is your guitar man, Ron Bumblefoot Thal, and I have to tell you, I love the response I get for Little Brother Is Watching from Spaced Out Radio fans. It's amazing how music can inspire and make people think deeper about what's going on in the supernatural world. You can head over to my website, bumblefoot.com, to check out my music, my guitar workshops, my touring, even check out some of the hot sauces that I'm working on. And make sure you keep on listening, because with Spaced Out Radio, you know Little Brother is watching.
You hear footsteps in the empty room above you. A rocking chair begins rocking by itself. Don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Reach for Spirit Storybox, the iPhone app the Huffington Post UK called the only ghost hunting app you will ever need. Spirit Storybox. The spirits are telling their stories. Are you listening?
Looking for a place to advertise at a very reasonable cost? Look no further than Spaced Out Radio. SpacedOutRadio.com has an advertising tab that you can click to check out our daily, weekly, and monthly packages to play on the radio, or our website including social media. From commercial spots to banners, we have it all. Check out our competitive pricing today.
You know, it's hard being the bad man of ufology, but that's just the way that I like it. This is Chris George Zuger, and I'll be hanging out with Dave Scott and SOR scientist Chris Cogswell for Reality Paranormal, the second Wednesday of every month. And our job is to break it down and come to conclusions as to what is really going on in the supernatural world. I'd love for you to join us right here on Spaced Out Radio.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from TalkStream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
A timepiece is a reflection of who you are, and what better way to show off the real you than with an Escape watch? Escape is a lifestyle brand accessorizing your days and nights. Choose to escape and create the life of discovery that you deserve. Dream, play, unite with your own personalized Escape watch. Head to escapewatches.com. There is no time like the present to enjoy your escape. Use promo code SMF2017 for your 20% discount today.
Did you know Spaced Out Radio runs 7 days a week? Hi there, this is Tessa Nicole Thomas, and I'm here to take you on a paranormal journey each Saturday and Sunday night. Why change the station when you have it all right here? Together, we'll hang out and share some strange and scary stories. And don't forget, we have Psychic Sundays as well, so come tune in Spaced Out Weekend. We get going at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, only at spacedoutradio.com, where we own the night.
Are you tired of being blocked, shadow banned, or placed in jail for simply posting your thoughts on social media? Social Media Freedom can take care of that for you. Social Media Freedom is the newest and one of the best free new apps that allows you the freedom to post what you want, when you want. It takes seconds to download from your app store. Come join the tribe at Social Media Freedom. It's time to set yourself free. Heading to Vancouver and looking for a night on the town? The Moose Vancouver is the bar that never stops rocking until 2 a.m. every night. The Moose has great food with everything on the menu from $6.95 to $8.95. Fantastic, vibrant staff and rock and roll that will bring you back to when the music was real, the hair was long, and the guitars were rocking. Get your party on at the Moose Vancouver, the official party bar of Spaced Out Radio.
Hi there, this is Geraldine Orozco from San Francisco's Bay Area Meditation. I invite you to join me the first Tuesday of every month with Dave Scott for Spaced Out Radio's The Spiritual You. In this fast-paced world we live in, it's time for you to take some time for you. We'll cover every possible subject from powerful meditation to healing techniques to your own intuition and spirituality. So come join us for The Spiritual You.
Coming soon to our website, spacedoutradio.com, is the SOR Space Travelers Club. For just $5 a month, you can get into a private area on our site where you can hang with other listeners in our chat room, post in our forum, and check out a bunch of exclusive content and store that won't be found anywhere else, including a nightly after-show party with Dave. It's going to be the best $5 a month you're going to spend. The SOR Space Travelers, only at spacedoutradio.com.
We're bringing scientific thought to the paranormal. Hi there, this is Spaced Out Radio scientist Chris Cogswell. Join me, Chris Zuger, and Dave Scott the second Wednesday of every month, where we break down the who from the woo when it comes to everything paranormal. We'll investigate and try to bring sensible answers to those straight and sometimes outlandish questions people have. Hey, not everything has an answer, but we'll do our best. Listen in to Reality Paranormal only on Spaced Out Radio.
Welcome back to the second half hour of Spaced Out Radio tonight, Christmas edition. I am your host, Dave Scott. Rich Giordano is going to join us. We're going to get Tessa Nicole Thomas in here pretty darn quick. Tessa, just call on in. If you want to call on in, 1-702-302-4556. The call-in number, once again, is 1-702-302-4556. Now, I did get in trouble during the break from a good listener of ours down in San Diego. Her name is Sherry. Sherry, you're one of my inspirations. Thank you for keeping us tuned in your ears. Absolutely love earning the listeners' ears, Rich.
No doubt.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So I told Sherry I would give her a shout out. She messaged me on Facebook. She's like, hey, why aren't I an inspiration to SOR? So I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah, she goes, I'm not happy now. You ruined my Christmas. LOL. But nonetheless, so we got to give Sherry a big shout out down in San Diego. Thank you for tuning on in. Now, Rich, 2018, as we are waiting for people to call on in, 1-702-302-4556. This has been called the year of the UFO. And really, paranormal, as in ghosts, folklore, and cryptids really seem to take a backseat to everything this year compared to UFOs. Now, it's just over a year ago that we had the New York Times article. And you know what? We can get into the whole To the Stars stuff or the videos that go fast or the Tic-Tac videos or whatever. And we'll mention it, but I don't think we need to go into very big detail. But would you consider this and everything that you saw as a UFO researcher that this was the year for ufology?
Without a doubt. Yeah, it's been the best year since I've been doing this, and that goes back to 2004. So I can't think of a better year for ufology than this year. We got media play. We got a lot of media play, mainstream media play for that. And that's extremely rare. Unless, it's a localized sighting or something, but this was national, even worldwide. So, yeah, you're the UFO. It was great.
No kidding. And, when you look at the year of ufology, you've been in ufology now for a long time, Rich. Like most people have had their hair go from black to gray to white, the length of time you have been in ufology. I'm one of them. So you've been in a damn long time. What made this year so to others?
Well, you would have to give To the Stars Academy the applause for being the first to come out and do what they did, get into the New York Times. Is it? No, not New York. Yeah, New York Times, right?
Yeah, New York Times.
I was thinking Time Magazine for some reason. Can you imagine if that happens? Forget it. We hit it big. And then after that, Dave, it's like your favorite thing, the timeline of events this whole year. It's not just one thing, it's many things. That's why it's the year of the UFO. What do you call it? The observatory shutting down, the Sunspot Observatory. That was weird. It had no sense, that story. Forget it. I don't know, man. There's not one thing I could say that was it, except for To the Stars Academy had more of a play in it than anybody else. And I say unfortunately, because I don't believe in a word they're saying, and what they've shown us isn't much, but it's something that got people talking in mainstream media for the first time this way. I've never seen it go national all at the same time.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, because as I've said many times throughout this year, and I'm kind of sick of talking about it, but I'll bring it up once again. The way the narrative was controlled, it was really impressive to me, but very disappointing to me as well.
Yeah,
because it continues. And when we talk about the narrative, and we bring in Tessa Nicole Thomas here, as she is on the phone with us as well from Spaced Out Weekend. Hi, Tess.
Hello.
How you doing? Merry Christmas.
Good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Tess.
Merry Christmas, Richie G.
What you doing, sister?
Brother, I'm hanging out with a Bam Dam.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, we're talking about the year. I know you just jumped in here, Tess, and you've been listening in. What the hell was that?
Oh, that was my speaker turning off by itself. Sorry.
Oh, nice. But the whole idea that ufology really was controlled from to the Stars Academy to the mainstream media to even the latest movie by Jeremy Corbell on Bob Lazar. I mean, the narrative continues to be controlled. And I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but let's keep it positive tonight. The good news is, Rich, and then Tess, I'll get you to respond, is that finally the mainstream media was playing these stories without the Star Trek theme song, without the X-Files theme song or the Twilight Zone theme song, with that snarky, stupid comment that they try and make fun of at the end of every report. That had to be pretty beneficial to everybody in ufology.
Yeah, that's one thing that annoyed me in the past. This year, it's been great. But yeah, they didn't end it with, oh man, you got to keep your eyes up in those skies, Ron. I know, Mary. And they end it with stupidness, that really, it's really, what do you call it? Lost for words. I can't think of it. Condescending, really. Like they're, making fun of it. But I don't know what I was going to say. I got distracted. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, that's all right. Oh, hey, it's Christmas night, man. It's Christmas night.
I got distracted. I don't know. I just think it's been positive, and I forgot about the Bob Lazar thing already because I am annoyed by talking about it so much the last couple of weeks. But yeah, what a way to begin the year and to end it. It couldn't have been a better year for ufology.
What do you think, Tess? You're more into the paranormal stuff with your Paranormal Four Corners team. Four Corners Paranormal, I apologize. Do you think that ghosts and Bigfoot and everything else took a real backseat to UFOs this year?
Not really. There was really an upsweep in everything as far as activity, as far as the paranormal, Bigfoot, and UFOs. And we're not just into the paranormal. As far as ghosts, which everybody thinks it is, we're into the paranormal, which is UFOs, ghosts, Bigfoot, like anything that is beyond the normal is what we're into. And there really is an upsweep in everything, and it makes you wonder what is really going on with that. And it's been very interesting for sure. But yeah, for sure. I want to see this new video. I haven't got to see it yet, the one that you've been talking about. So I want to check that out. And I heard, do you have to pay to see that, or can you just look it up and watch it for free? Yeah, you got to pay for it?
I'm sure somewhere on the deep web that it is available for free.
It's $6, I think you can get it.
Hey, I'll watch it for $6. That's a lot cheaper than going to the movies.
Yeah, why not? I hope it gets on Netflix because I already pay for Netflix. And Patient 17, Jeremy's other movie, was on Netflix. So I'm hoping it gets there. I figure I'm already paying for Netflix. I'm not, I'm a cheap ass. I really am.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He did Patient 17.
Yeah.
By the way, it took me 3 nights to watch it because I kept falling asleep. I didn't think it was that good. It wasn't that good. Well, maybe because I've heard these stories before and found it weird the way it was directed and played out, that it was definitely implants, and I don't know if they were, implants. I mean, we fall down when you're 6 years old, and a rock or a piece of glass can stay in your body your whole life. And then 50 years old, you think, oh, my God, I got this thing in my elbow. Well, that used to be in your knee. Now it traveled all the way. I'm not going to say it goes that far, but it does travel. Things travel in your skin. And
yeah, especially when you're trying to like pick at it or get it out or whatever, it'll move from what I've heard.
Yeah, it does depend on how long it's, because your skin wraps around it, membranes and everything else. And then there's, supposedly there was a signal on this one, but where's the evidence? There was no evidence. It's just people saying, well, there was a signal, and then all of a sudden it stopped working. Okay, whatever. It's always something. You think you're going to get the big reward, and it never happens. And I'm trying to stay positive, Dave.
I know you're trying to stay positive. I know you're trying to stay positive. And it is tough. It is tough. But on the flip side, this is the way it is. That's the attitude of ufology. And it's something that I don't think the way ufology is right now, literally, Rich and Tess, that even if Donald Trump, who is in the president's office, or whoever's in the president's office next, literally brought an alien out and did a press conference, there would be people in this field saying, no, not real, fake news, CGI, person in costume. That's my Uncle Carl. Not Carl the alien, but really Uncle Carl. That's just the way it would go. There would be so many people out there. I mean, could you imagine Stanton Friedman's eyebrows would be standing at attention in no time, wondering, I don't know if that really falls into place with everything that I've been talking about the last 40 years. And I love Stanton. I do.
Yep.
I do. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
Let's not get fooled here, okay? Let's not try to make this to be the greatest year. It is the greatest year, and I said it earlier because of the media play. But it's just like every year. We really didn't get anything special other than the airplay by the media, the tic-tac, the go fast, and all this other stuff that happened. We really didn't get any evidence. Those videos weren't that great. You hear that one pilot in the first video goes, there's a whole fleet of them, and then they don't show us the fleet of them. I want to see more than one dot on the screen. I want to see something that looks like a craft that's from another planet, not a FLIR video that's out of focus. Okay, so yes, we did, and the media got play and all that, but you know what? They don't know any better. So to them, this was like seeing a real UFO to most people. But to us, it was just another dot on the screen. So it's frustrating for me, great for other people. I don't know, Dave. I don't know how it's going to play out next year, but if it gets any better, it better get better by video or something else. I want to see some technology, which we're supposed to.
They're not going to give us the goods, Rich. They're not going to give us the goods. Come on.
I'm interested to see what they bring out next. I love that. I love analyzing it and looking at it and saying, come on, man, that's just a boat on the water or some airplane in the sky. What are you trying to pull? But other people will see an alien ship. It just amazes me, the psychology of this, as well as the evidence or lack of, because I still don't believe that they have anything. I don't buy Bob Lazar. Maybe they do. I don't know anymore.
I am a Bob Lazar fan.
Ask me Friday, and I'll believe there's UFOs. I keep flip-flopping. It's just the way it is. I can't help it.
Well, it is one of those things that I am, and if you go to spacedoutradio.com, click on Captain Shirk's news, and you can read my blog on why I believe Bob Lazar. It's all right there. I put it all on paper. So,
all good points. Great points.
Well, I just really believe. I don't think, like I said in my blog, I don't think George Knapp would put his job and his career and his reputation on the line if it was fake.
He could still be wrong.
Not. He would have had to confirm it, though, Rich. You just don't put something like that on the air. That's what I'm getting at. The news directors will not allow it.
A young Knapp trying to make a name for himself. What better way to do that than get as much credible evidence as you can? Exactly. But still, there's no evidence that Bob really worked there. He doesn't have any pictures of the craft. He doesn't have anything from inside the facility. His evidence is, somewhat okay, but Still doesn't prove anything. Anybody can get their name put in a phone book in a city. All you got to do is just have resident status there, and that's it. It doesn't mean you have to live there. And you know what I mean? I don't know. Ask me on Friday. I'll love Bob Lazar. And, it's frustrating. This year made it very frustrating. And because they gave you so much promise, Dave. There's like, we're going to do this and that. And the next thing you know, we're going to bring out the reality of it and disclosure and everything else. That would kill our career. But I would love to see what comes out next. I can't wait. Because it's not going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be okay. And then we'll rip it apart and make it not worth our while, like I always do. I say we, and then I go to I. See what I did? I retracted the we. I'm bad. Well, I don't know. What's wrong with me? Why am I that way, Dave? I mean, you're so positive about it. I wish I could be that way.
Well, you just got a level of crank to you that's just, above and beyond everything else. That's all it is. That's all it really is.
I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me that I see. Well, maybe there is. It's everything. It's not just ufology. It's ghosts and, psychics and all that other stuff. It's all very, very frustrating. And it all has to do with experience, what you experience. That's why we always tell everybody, do the research yourself.
Well, I think at the point now where people really don't know what to believe or who to believe, there's too many opinions out there. We could sit there and rehash that the entire show, and that's pretty crappy radio, in my opinion. It is pretty crappy radio. But, with the way things are going, Tessa, and the way that so many people have differing opinions, are we even close to a solution to all the great news that came out in 2018?
Well, I think it's hard because the way the government is always trying to cover things up, and they don't want to share everything with us. And you guys were talking about citizenship and stuff like that. And Elon Musk, he's actually a citizen of several different countries. And I was like, how does this guy even do that? But I don't know. As far as disclosure and aliens, or like I refer to them as Allens, and UFOs, there's always a cover-up, and they don't want us to know the truth. And that's even with, the environment and the economy and everything else, we're the last to know. So it's really hard to get the truth out, and you just have to keep your eyes open, look around, pay attention, be aware of your surroundings, and make your own decisions on what's going on. And don't wait or rely on the government to tell you what's going on. Make your own conclusions, your own decisions, and like Rich was saying, I'm here, then I'm there, and I'm back and forth. You just kind of got to trust your gut and feel within yourself, what is actually really going on. In my own backyard, I can take pictures of the sky of UFOs around the cloud lines and stuff like that. I know they're out there. It could be government craft, but I didn't get that sense. I didn't get that feeling anytime that I saw a UFO craft in my backyard, once even just 20 feet away from me. That was a UFO craft. That was like a spy craft, this little one that I saw. But, the government, if you're going to wait for the government to tell you what's actually going on, you can hold your breath till you turn blue and basically die. They're not going to give it up until they're ready to, and I don't really know what their process is behind it, whether they're afraid our heads will pop off and we'll go running around like chickens with our heads cut off or whatnot. But I wish they would just be honest and tell us what's actually going on, because they've known for years and years and years and years, and they're just deciding to keep that information from us.
Mm-hmm. No, I would fully agree with you. And we got a caller here, Eric Cooper from Forest Moon Paranormal, calling on in. Coop or Coop's Beard, who is actually on the phone with us right now?
Coop. It's Coop right now. And I got to back you up. Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar was the first one to come up with element 116 before it came out in the scientific world. 115. 116, yeah, what's one more? So, yeah. And, some of the sources I've heard actually say he is actually listed in the phone book. So,
wow.
We all know that if they want to discredit you, they're going to do whatever they need to do to discredit you, whether it's child porn, in some cases on the computer, or it just didn't happen, and then nobody's going to find the information they want.
My thing is, we don't see the bullet holes from when he got shot at. We don't see the brake lines cut. All this stuff that he said happened, it's all stories. For me, I mean, half of it yes, half of it no. I'll say half of it is somewhat provable.
But you've always been that way. You're the
Here we go.
The skeptic.
Hold on. Where's the ding ding ding? Hold on.
Oh no, the skeptics are great.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the difference between a debunker and a skeptic. A skeptic has an open mind enough to where if you show them, they'll go, "Oh, wow." The debunker, on the other hand, nah, it's still an alien. It's still a demon.
Yeah, that ain't me.
No,
come on. Everything's demons. Everything is demons. What the hell are you talking about, Cooper?
Come on, brother.
That sounds like a beard comment. That sounds like a beard comment.
Hey, the beard comes out once in a while. Now, when it comes to disclosure, I think you saw the end of disclosure with Trump going up and saying we need to have a Sky Force. And,
we already did.
Yeah.
Space Force.
I know it. Space Force. Yeah, Sky Force.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long day. But, yeah. I think that's the closest we're going to see is a Space Force.
Isn't that just the Chinese from trying to blow our satellite?
Hey, boys and girls, you guys hold on. We are going to wrap things up for this hour number 1. Hour number 2 coming around the corner. We're going to take your phone calls as well. Hey, Coop, you hold on over the break. Tessa, you hold on because we love you. And Rich, let me tell you something, brother. We're going to commercial right now, brother.
Every night on Spaced Out Radio, we have places for you to hang out. Hi, this is Carl. Join our SOR Space Travelers group on Facebook for live chat. On Twitter, using hashtag Spaced Out Radio. You can also join us in our Spreaker chat room. Check us out on Instagram at Dave Scott SOR. All of our archives are free on YouTube at Spaced Out Radio. By the way, I'll be watching you at your window until you do. Bye!
Looking for the stories of the strange and weird that you will find hard to find anywhere else? Check out the SOR Newswire on our website. Our writers, led by Captain Shirk, are scouring the world for the oddest and most bizarre stories we can find. Everything from weird crime to suspenseful and paranormal. We're working hard for you to bring you the most intriguing news of your day. Check out the SOR Newswire at spacedoutradio.com today.
You're listening to Spaced Out Radio Live with Dave Scott on the Deep Talk Radio Network.
Visit purpleplates.com today. For over 40 years, the Purple Energy Plates have been delivering amazing results for their many customers. Inspired by the great genius Nikola Tesla, the harmony, healing, and energetic effects of the plates have proven over and over to be beneficial and often miraculous to thousands of customers. Check their site for daily specials and choose from their many energy products. You won't be sorry. Visit them today at purpleplates.com.
The freedom to post what you want, when you want. That's the social media freedom you need. Social Media Freedom is the free app in your app store. No need to worry about going to jail or being shadow banned any longer. It's the freedom to say what you feel. The freedom to know Big Brother isn't watching. It's the way social media is supposed to be. Social Media Freedom. It's time to set yourself free. Download from your app store today.
You know, it's hard being the bad man of ufology, but that's just the way that I like it. This is Chris George Zuger, and I'll be hanging out with Dave Scott and SOR scientist Chris Cogswell for Reality Paranormal, the second Wednesday of every month. And our job is to break it down and come to conclusions as to what is really going on in the supernatural world. I'd love for you to join us right here on Spaced Out Radio.
The Call of the Wild is in Vancouver. The Moose Vancouver is one of the hottest bars and restaurants in the city. Open until 2 a.m. nightly, the Moose will rock you like a hurricane all night long. Great food with everything on the menu at $6.95 near the corner of Nelson and Granville. Get your horns up and come rock with us. The Moose Vancouver, the official rocking bar of Spaced Out Radio.
Get your horns up with me on Spaced Out Radio. This is Ron Bumblefoot THAL. Come tune in to SOR where you can hear me rock out with Little Brother is Watching, the official theme song of Spaced Out Radio. And then come on over to bumblefoot.com where you can find out about my tour schedule, my music, and everything else. Bumblefoot.com keeps you up to date on what I'm doing and the best way to stay in touch with my music and music camps. Sign up for my newsletter at bumblefoot.com and remember, Little Brother is Watching.
Find your escape where time has no limits. It's about living today and cherishing the heritage of yesterday. A spirit of adventure for what is new with the nostalgia of the past. Your timepiece is a reflection of who you are. Life surrounded by beauty from the world around us to the soul within. EscapeWatches.com. There is no time like the present to enjoy your escape. Use promo code SMF2017 for your 20% discount today.
Looking for a place to advertise at a very reasonable cost? Look no further than Spaced Out Radio. SpacedOutRadio.com has an advertising tab that you can click to check out our daily, weekly, and monthly packages to play on the radio, or our website including social media. From commercial spots to banners, we have it all. Check out our competitive pricing today.
On the first Tuesday of every month, I encourage you to come along for a journey with me, Geraldine Orozco, on The Spiritual You. Together, we will take a look at how to access the highest expression of yourself and change your life. Consciousness, ET contact, health, and wellness, we can talk about it all. So come along for a spiritual ride with me, Geraldine Orozco, on The Spiritual You, only on Spaced Out Radio.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
Do you want to know what's really going on in your world? Do you have questions about who you can trust in the mainstream media? Then look no further than the Rebel Planet. Come get the straight answers right here at spacedoutradio.com. Join me, Jamie Sexton, creator of Rebel Planet News, as I fill you in on the stories behind the stories. All you truth seekers, be sure to tune in to Rebel Planet on spacedoutradio.com the third Thursday of every month.
You hear footsteps in the empty room above you. A rocking chair begins rocking by itself. Don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Reach for Spirit Storybox, the iPhone app the Huffington Post UK called the only ghost hunting app you will ever need. Spirit Storybox. The spirits are telling their stories. Are you listening?
Hey, this is Canadian Paranormal Investigator Mike Moore. The third Wednesday of every month, I'll be teaming up with Dave Scott to bring you Ghosts of the Great White North. Each month, we will bring on guests from across Canada to discuss their ghostly encounters. Canada is a paranormal hotbed with stories you've never heard, so we're going to bring them to you. So get comfy on your Chesterfield, grab a donut, and join us, eh?
We are getting ready to relaunch the SOR Space Travelers Club at spacedoutradio.com. For $5 a month, you can join us for a plethora of features found nowhere else. Hang out in a private chat room during the show and after party. You can check out some exclusive content and a store specifically for you, as well as a private listener forum where you can post your thoughts, stories, and pictures. The SOR Space Travelers Club, coming soon to spacedoutradio.com.
You're listening to Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. Follow Dave on Twitter at Spaced Out Radio and on Facebook, Spaced Out Radio Show.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of this holiday special on Spaced Out Radio. Tonight, I am your host, Dave Scott. Thank you so much for being with us. Tomorrow night on the show, Boxing Day here in Canada, which is like your Black Friday. It's Black Wednesday for us. Butch Witkowski's Strange Days returns for the final time of 2018. We get going at 9:06 Pacific, 12:06 a.m. Eastern at spacedoutradio.com. Hi to everyone listening in on the SOR Radio Network at Deep Talk Radio. Remember, you can check out all of our archives for free at youtube.com/Spaced Out Radio. Just do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Bill Cardwell has set the Christmas password for tonight in the SOR Space Travelers Club. Ergotandromorph. Ergotandromorph is your password. Make sure you use it wisely, Space Travelers, as Bill sets a password each and every night right here on the mighty SOR. Our website is spacedoutradio.com, where we have a plethora of features for you. You can rock out to Bumblefoot, soon shop at our brand new store, read up on Captain Shirk's SOR Newswire, and so much more. It's Christmas. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Season's greetings to all of you out there in Spaced Out Radio land. We were going to take tonight off, but you know what? I actually, in paying attention to our chat rooms, people were actually asking, are you going to do a live show? It would really be cool if you did a live show. And the more I thought about it, the more I made sense, because you know what? Not everybody has family to spend with on Christmas. Not everybody has a lot of friends that they can be with. Maybe they moved out of town. Maybe that's just the life they live. And this is part of a very important part of their daily dose of entertainment. So I said, you know what? Those people are right. Who am I to hold back on a Christmas show when there are people who want to hang out? People who need this. So here we are. We're all gathered together, having a good time. I hope all of you have your favorite beverage in hand. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Season's greetings to absolutely each and every one of you. Tonight, we got Rich Giordano from Goof on Radio, from Spaced Out Weekend, Tessa Nicole Thomas, she's called in, and from Forest Moon Paranormal, Eric Cooper is also called in. We're not sure if it's Cooper or his beard as of yet, because we've heard both of them tonight. It's hard to tell the difference between the two, but it will actually get there. And
it's the beard, brother.
Exactly. If you hear dogs barking right now, that means Mrs. SOR just got home from work. So, I don't know if that'll bleed through, but nonetheless, we got a show for you here. And I got a big mention for that. Holy cow, I actually got that password right. Nobody really knows what Cardwell means with some of these passwords. Ergotandromorph? Like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that?
It should be Krampus.
Well, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows.
Where does he get these words from? The thesaurus? The thesaurus? How do you say it? The thesaurus?
No, I don't think he even knows. I really don't know. I think what he does is he has a Scrabble bag of letters, and you know, he just starts pulling letters, and whatever they make, that's what I got to try and pronounce for the password. So it's difficult, but it gets done. It gets done, you know. But nonetheless, right before the break, you Rich, and Cooper were getting pretty heated into the whole Bob Lazar theory. Cooper's obviously a believer in Lazar like I am. You are not. You are not. But Cooper and I are coming at it from two different sides. And Coop, you know what? I'm going to hop in on your round table on Saturday night, and I'm going to give my reasoning why I believe Lazar.
Oh, well, we missed round table because we had no power for 4 days. So this week, we're actually doing 2019 projections for FMP and S4.
Well, then I guess the week after. Hell with it. Hell with it.
Screw you, Coop. We'll make it up. We'll make it up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or, you know what? We'll make it a round table, darn it. We'll make it a round table and we'll do the 29 projections for actually, that'll be the premiere of our new network. So, yeah. There you go. Round table this week.
All right.
I
Perfect.
called it.
That's how we work. That's how we roll.
Exactly.
You heard it here live, folks, on SOR. Eric Cooper's going to join the round table. 29 strange things to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh. So, I've been studying Bob Lazar since, let's see, about 1990. I can't remember. It was in the 90s. As a matter of fact, I was in the Army, and I actually went to the PX, and they had Bob Lazar's sports model UFO as a model by Tester. And you look for it now, it's over $100. You can't get it no more. But I put it together, and it was part of my UFO stuff.
The sport model. Jesus.
I wonder if that's being back in 1989. I'm wondering if that's still 5-speed or 6-speed. I wonder if they bumped it up to 6-speed at that point.
Definitely diesel.
With overdrive, I had to have overdrive when it went into warp speed.
That's right.
Has that thing got a Hemi, brother?
Oh, all right, brother. Yeah. But let's see. Yeah, so, and I think it's cool when the X-Files actually brings up element 115, and, you can't dispute it.
Why couldn't have Bob heard of that from one of his science buddies about this element, this rumor that's been going around? It doesn't mean he worked there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, rumors fly around the science labs all the time, just like they do here, in ufology and paranormal world. Sometimes somebody's going to get it right.
But they didn't discover it until the 1990s, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was years later.
If you listen to Chris Cogswell, who is our resident scientist here, and also has a doctorate in chemical engineering, he will tell you that the element 115 that Lazar was allegedly working on is completely different from the element 115 that was found.
Yeah, because you have to combine
Moscovium or Moscovite or something like that.
Well, it's unstable, I believe, isn't it?
You have to combine it with another element to create element 115. Right. Yeah.
Right. So Trips in the chat going, 115's been out since X-Files? No, it was out before X-Files. Mulder didn't discover element 115.
Son of a gun.
See? Yeah.
Son of a gun. But, in reality, though, in reality, there was a little bit of controversy around Lazar, never mind the movie. But the past few weeks, a lot of people have been very, very critical with the fact that Lazar would not go on a lot of radio shows outside of Coast to Coast, but he did an exclusive interview with Secure Team 10 and Tyler from Secure Team 10. Now, for people who do not know who Secure Team 10 is, a gentleman named Tyler runs a YouTube channel called Secure Team 10. He's got 1.9 million followers on YouTube, or subscribers, I should call them, because that's what they are. And literally, he puts up every video. And there have been a lot of videos that he has claimed to be UFOs that have been put in question. He's also been accused of clickbait type titles. He's been accused of CGI videos, accused of even Chinese lanterns, calling them UFOs. I mean, there's a lot of people in this field, and I've been critical of them too. I will go on record with that, and I know you have as well, Rich.
Oh, yeah.
But on the flip side, he has 1.9 million subscribers on YouTube, which is pretty damn impressive. And it really shows that the public is really wanting this type of information and to see what the latest videos are. But for those of us Whether it's me, whether that's you, Rich, whether it's Tessa, whether it's Cooper and S4, whether it's Dave Schrader from Midnight in the Desert, Tim Weisberg, many, many others. Clyde Lewis.
Hey, can I interject for a second? Because the first time I saw an alien orb, it was up in the air above my car about 30 feet or so above the ground. And when you looked at it, it could have been one of those Chinese lanterns or whatever, but it was a round orb, the same as the one I saw 20 feet from me in my backyard, full of liquid fire flowing in a clockwise manner. But it was above, so it looked different, and I had to jump out of my car to look at it really good to see what exactly it was, and it was a round orb. It wasn't a lantern. It was a round orb. Somebody that's just driving by or whatever could mistake it for one of those Chinese lanterns, but I jumped out, looked at it, and my daughter Nova, who was like 9 at the time, was like, "Mom, please get in the car. Take me home." But it was a round orb of liquid fire, and it looked smaller compared to the one in my backyard that was only 20 feet away from me. But it was actually an alien orb, just, I don't know, doing homework or whatever they're doing.
You have it on video? Do you have these on video? Tessa?
I was trying to get the second one to... Sorry, I accidentally pressed the mute button. It's a new microphone. I'm trying to still get used to it. But no, I jumped out of the car. I looked at it. But the second one, I was trying to get my phone to work, and just like any sort of paranormal experience or whatnot, I couldn't get it to work. So instead of doing that, I was like, "You guys, come over here. Look at this. Look at this."
So you don't have it on video?
No, I don't. My 2 daughters came over. My husband came over. So I have 3 witnesses. That's a no. I have 3 witnesses.
I don't care about
them. My 2 daughters, it looks the same to me as it did to them. But to my husband, the weird thing is that it looks
they're not
like...
experts.
No, they're not.
No.
Who is an expert, really? Are we saying experts? Because there really is no expert.
Me.
No. But to my 2 daughters, it looked the same to them as it did to me.
But they're 8 years old. How much have they seen in life? That's my point.
Okay, so my 9-year-old and my 12-year-old are seeing the same thing I am. And then my husband, he sees it, and to him, it looks like, okay, you see like the snow globe sort of thing going on, but inside of it, it was a bat flapping its wings like really, really slow. So there's some sort of mechanism or some sort of device that is trying to cloak itself. To him, it looked like a bat glowing,
How do you know it's...
flapping its wings really, really slow. To me and my 2 daughters, it looked like a ball of fire, liquid fire. So that was really weird.
That's wild. That's crazy stuff, man.
I know, and I wish I could have like gotten my stupid flip phone thing to work.
Damn.
Because I just had gotten it, and I was like, blah, blah, blah. Like, get to this freaking, how can I record this? And I'm like, you guys got to see this, because I had to know I wasn't crazy, you know? So I was like, you guys got to come over here and see this. And they ran over, and my 2 daughters saw the same thing I did, but to my husband, it looked different. So there has to be some sort of cloaking device that makes it look different to one person than it does to the other. It was really, really odd.
Too much garlic.
But really...
Too much garlic.
Really mind-opening. No way, man. I love the garlic. Garlic is awesome, brother.
Just don't sniff it, sister.
Let it bleed out of your pores, sister.
That'll cleanse your whole soul, brother.
But the whole point that I'm getting at here, and you listen to stories like Tessa, and we hear a lot of those, Rich. We hear a lot of those. And, you know, we'll change topics here. Have we got to the point in ufology now over the last couple of years, especially now in the way the game has changed in 2018, where Tessa's story, which is a great story, or any of my stories, which I think are great, or Cooper's or whoever. And Coop, I'm curious. We'll get Rich to open up on this, and then I'm curious to get your thoughts on this. But are we at the point now where literally we are, how can we put it? We're all like, meh. Pull a Mr. Skeptic on Twitter. Meh. When it comes to those type of sightings now.
Are we at that point?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now what caught my attention was the cigar-shaped craft that even I can't remember where they came from, but the scientists even came out and said it's not from this planet, it's not from this galaxy, and they called it an extraterrestrial probe.
Muamua.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interstellar.
That caught my attention because there are off-world crafts that are cigar-shaped.
And they just found another one around Saturn. How do you like them apples?
Now, have you guys been following this, and don't laugh, but this time traveler that's been on YouTube?
From Apex TV?
I'm not even sure. My father-in-law actually brought it up. And he's the deepest of skeptics. So for him to bring anything...
Which one?
I'm not even sure, and he's not in the house. But yeah, there's a time traveler that is stuck here in our world, and he's talking about the aliens will actually be here in 2024, helping the humans. Now, this is where FMP is actually going to be working a lot this year, coming into 2019, on alien race research.
If it was more
depth.
And if it was 2024 now, that story would change to in 2029, the aliens are going to come here and help us. It's always moving. You know what I mean? It's always the same story, just another year. I'm so tired.
And I agree.
No positivity in you. This is Christmas, man. This is Christmas.
This is my Christmas. My Christmas. I'm alone. And, but you have to live in reality. I mean, you just can't believe every Tom, Dick, and Harry that come out of space and say, I'm from the year 2025. There's no proof. And the pictures they show are blurry and insignificant. It's a tree in a backyard or some tool in a shed. There's always something major, but it never happens. Listen to the old Art Bell shows.
I agree with you, Rich, but on the same token, this is one guy that's actually taken multiple lie detector tests with the government and passed them all.
Story I'm not familiar with.
Now, bear in mind, lie detector tests can be they can be passed. They can be. There's ways to get around them. But when they've actually given the guy a lie detector test, to me that makes me open up a little bit more. Okay, maybe, but no, probably not. But I still have to kind of sit up and take a look.
All they have to do is tell us who's the president. That's it. Just tell me who the president's going to be. Even though we'll probably change it because he told us to give us something. Tell us the name of a car that's going to come. Tell me who wins the World Series in 2023. It's just always something. It's
as long as he doesn't have orange hair.
Oh, come on.
I'm okay with that.
What is orange hair?
No, I've heard he has orange hair. He's got big feet.
And there goes Tessa down the windy road where we don't want to go. Shame on you, girl.
I'm making it kind of like a puzzle. Kind of making a puzzle, brother.
Exactly. Rich does have some points, though, guys. Rich does have some points because, a lot of these so-called time travelers, the only one who's really made any kind of superfluous predictions was John Titor. And as beautiful and romantic as that time travel story is, I don't buy it, even though I want to. I know, hard to believe. Old Davey here doesn't believe the woo of John Titor. I know.
Woo. And that's weird. I believe him. No, I don't.
Do I believe there are time travelers here? I think there could be.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, if they go public, you got to go back to the movie Back to the Future, and I'm going to make this point so everybody can see it. And I'm sure there's going to be, especially my Twitter crowd, is going to be like, "Really, Dave? Really? You went there? How stupid are you?" But I'm going there. You cannot miss with the space-time continuum. All right? You just can't. You can't mess with that, because if you see yourself or you see your relatives or you pick up the oh my God, what's the sports magazine called? From Back to the Future.
Sports Illustrated.
The 50 years. The 50-year. What the hell is that?
Oh, the Gray Sports Almanac?
That's the one. If you pick up the Sports Almanac, you're screwed. You've changed the entire outlook of what happens. Like, I don't believe that for a second. Right? That there are time travelers here.
Oh, okay.
Or that have gone public at least.
Well, we wouldn't even know if time changed. That's the whole thing. It's seamless. We wouldn't know the difference.
You know that, and I know that.
Well, I've seen differences in time changes. Like, I'm on a mission to get somewhere at a certain time, and all of a sudden, I have 15 more minutes. I'm just like, what the crack is going on? Yeah, and as far as you were asking earlier, Rich, do you have pictures of that? I have pictures of spacecraft from my own backyard.
I said video.
You can look and see the spacecraft along the cloud lines, and they're actually in the same formations. Each time I take a picture of them, up, back, left, right, whatever, and then they finally turn into little dots. They began as little dots on top of the cloud right by the moon, and then they were spacecraft, and then they turn into dots again, and then they disappear. It was
we'll talk
really
privately.
strange.
We'll talk privately, because I know exactly what it is that you're.
We'll have coffee talk.
Seeing. Yeah, and I didn't say pictures. I said video. Totally different.
If you say it's a blimp, I'm coming through this microphone, brother, with a steel.
They're not blimps. They're like individual spacecraft.
It's clouds.
Like which one individual could be in, and you can see the jets on each side of it, and it's big enough to have one individual in it. It was really interesting and odd and mind-blowing all at the same time. Like, I didn't really realize that I captured it until I looked back on my pictures as I'm taking pictures, and I'm like, what the crack is this? And then I see that there are different individual spacecrafts, and I've posted this on my Four Corners Paranormal Investigations page. You can look down, and it looks like the cloud actually looks like Jerry Garcia at one point, but you can look around the cloud lines and see these different craft, like kind of trying to tuck in and trying to be camouflaged, but they're really not, because I...
How do you know they're trying to be camouflaged? What makes you think that?
Because they're along the cloud line.
That doesn't mean anything.
Why else are you going to be along the cloud line?
All right.
The Dave police is stepping on in to break up this little kerfuffle here. Because we are going to break here at the bottom of the hour. More Spaced Out Radio Christmas edition coming up right after this.
You're listening to Spaced Out Radio Live with Dave Scott on the Deep Talk Radio Network.
Hello, this is your guitar man, Ron Bumblefoot Thal, and I have to tell you, I love the response I get for Little Brother is Watching from Spaced Out Radio fans. It's amazing how music can inspire and make people think deeper about what's going on in the supernatural world. You can head over to my website, bumblefoot.com, to check out my music, my guitar workshops, my touring, even check out some of the hot sauces that I'm working on. And make sure you keep on listening, because with Spaced Out Radio, you know Little Brother is watching.
A timepiece is a reflection of who you are, and what better way to show off the real you than with an Escape watch? Escape is a lifestyle brand accessorizing your days and nights. Choose to escape and create the life of discovery that you deserve. Dream, play, unite with your own personalized Escape watch. Head to escapewatches.com. There is no time like the present to enjoy your escape. Use promo code SMF2017 for your 20% discount today.
Visit purpleplates.com today. For over 40 years, the Purple Energy Plates have been delivering amazing results for their many customers. Inspired by the great genius Nikola Tesla, the harmony, healing, and energetic effects of the plates have proven over and over to be beneficial and often miraculous to thousands of customers. Check their site for daily specials and choose from their many energy products. You won't be sorry. Visit them today at purpleplates.com.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7 with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
You hear footsteps in the empty room above you. A rocking chair begins rocking by itself. Don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Reach for Spirit Storybox, the iPhone app the Huffington Post UK called the only ghost hunting app you will ever need. Spirit Storybox. The spirits are telling their stories. Are you listening?
Hi there, this is Geraldine Orozco from San Francisco's Bay Area Meditation. I invite you to join me the first Tuesday of every month with Dave Scott for Spaced Out Radio's The Spiritual You. In this fast-paced world we live in, it's time for you to take some time for you. We'll cover every possible subject from powerful meditation to healing techniques to your own intuition and spirituality. So come join us for The Spiritual You.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from TalkStream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
Looking for a place to advertise at a very reasonable cost? Look no further than Spaced Out Radio. SpacedOutRadio.com has an advertising tab that you can click to check out our daily, weekly, and monthly packages to play on the radio, or our website including social media. From commercial spots to banners, we have it all. Check out our competitive pricing today.
Coming soon to our website, spacedoutradio.com, is the SOR Space Travelers Club. For just $5 a month, you can get into a private area on our site where you can hang with other listeners in our chat room, post in our forum, and check out a bunch of exclusive content and store that won't be found anywhere else, including a nightly after-show party with Dave. It's going to be the best $5 a month you're going to spend. The SOR Space Travelers, only at spacedoutradio.com.
Heading to Vancouver and looking for a night on the town? The Moose Vancouver is the bar that never stops rocking until 2 a.m. every night. The Moose has great food with everything on the menu from $6.95 to $8.95. Fantastic, vibrant staff and rock and roll that will bring you back to when the music was real, the hair was long, and the guitars were rocking. Get your party on at the Moose Vancouver, the official party bar of Spaced Out Radio.
We're bringing scientific thought to the paranormal. Hi there, this is Spaced Out Radio scientist Chris Cogswell. Join me, Chris Zuger, and Dave Scott the second Wednesday of every month, where we break down the who from the woo when it comes to everything paranormal. We'll investigate and try to bring sensible answers to those straight and sometimes outlandish questions people have. Hey, not everything has an answer, but we'll do our best. Listen in to Reality Paranormal only on Spaced Out Radio.
Did you know Spaced Out Radio runs 7 days a week? Hi there, this is Tessa Nicole Thomas, and I'm here to take you on a paranormal journey each Saturday and Sunday night. Why change the station when you have it all right here? Together, we'll hang out and share some strange and scary stories. And don't forget, we have Psychic Sundays as well, so come tune in Spaced Out Weekend. We get going at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, only at spacedoutradio.com, where we own the night.
You know, it's hard being the bad man of ufology, but that's just the way that I like it. This is Chris George Zuger, and I'll be hanging out with Dave Scott and SOR scientist Chris Cogswell for Reality Paranormal, the second Wednesday of every month. And our job is to break it down and come to conclusions as to what is really going on in the supernatural world. I'd love for you to join us right here on Spaced Out Radio.
Are you tired of being blocked, shadow banned, or placed in jail for simply posting your thoughts on social media? Social Media Freedom can take care of that for you. Social Media Freedom is the newest and one of the best free new apps that allows you the freedom to post what you want, when you want. It takes seconds to download from your app store. Come join the tribe at Social Media Freedom. It's time to set yourself free. Welcome back to the halfway point of Spaced Out Radio tonight. Oh, if you could only hear what happens behind the scenes during the commercial breaks. Oh, you'd be killing yourself laughing too. I am Dave Scott, host of this crazy train we call Spaced Out Radio here on the Christmas edition of the show. And we got Rich Giordano, Tessa Nicole Thomas, and Eric Cooper and his beard with us tonight, as we want to make sure that, you know, like I said earlier in the show, we had a number of people ask if we were broadcasting live on Christmas night. We weren't going to, but you know what? We felt a number of you wanted us here, so we listen to our audience, and that's why we are here tonight. Normally, I don't like working on Christmas, but this is what the audience means to us, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here. So,
well, yeah,
we're going to see where it goes.
Working?
Everybody's playing with their toys, and so you're just like, what else am I going to do? Let's go on the show. Yeah.
You call this working?
Well, for some of us. So, anyways,
working.
I got an audience opinion. I need the audience's opinion here, guys. This is serious stuff. As a lot of you know, I love hot sauce. Okay? I love hot sauce. And the weirder the bottles, the better. The hotter it is, the better as well. You know? And I can tell you this, point blank. I got the coolest hot sauce set for Christmas this year. It is like 5 bottles. They are all wrapped in brown paper, and they look like 5 sticks of dynamite, and they actually have wicks going up that are tied. Now, they're all different flavors, and they're all different heats. It looks so awesome that I literally do not want to unwrap them. But my taste buds are telling me, unwrap them. We got to taste this. I don't even know what the bottles look like. But the packaging looks incredible. Like I said, like 5 sticks of dynamite with wicks coming out that are all tied. And then on the bottom it explains, you know, like one's garlic flavor, one's like sweet chili, and another one is, you know, a little chipotle, and another one's like pure heat and all this. So I'm in this big dilemma right now. I'm in this huge dilemma right now, all right, about whether or not I should open these bottles up and ruin this beautiful piece of art, which looks like dynamite sticks. Do I do it, or do I get to the hot sauce, Tessa? Do I leave it alone or get to the hot sauce?
It sounds so yummy. I would totally open it. Like, I'd feel bad doing it, but at the same time, once I taste it, I'd feel much better.
Yeah, but then the art is gone. The art of it is gone.
Well, if you want to, you can light the wick and then open it.
All right.
What do you think, Rich? Do I open it or not?
Now?
Do it dismal.
You want to do it now? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to wait for a meal.
Period. Oh, yeah, I would open it. It'd be fantastic. It'd be like putting real dynamite in your mouth. Fantastic. Maybe it is dynamite. Maybe somebody's trying to bomb you. I would definitely. Well, you've got the other 4 or 5, right? How many did you get?
Well, there's 5, and it's all in a set, okay? And they're sitting there, and it looks great. It looks great.
So then you have
they're all different.
Renee says open it, and I'm saying take a picture and then open it, and then take the before and afters or the through the whole thing pictures, just so everybody gets a taste of what you're doing. Yeah,
it exists when it's video.
Yeah, Richie G, get it on video. Get it on video, brother.
Definitely. Picture and video, man.
Hot sauce doesn't exist unless it's on video, brother.
If it's not on video, it didn't happen, brother.
Exactly.
Amen to that, brother, sister.
Yeah,
but if it says ghost peppers, run.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's
not Steve.
Let's see. John on Twitter is like, you got to dive in, Dave. Oh, I'm not worried about the heat because he brings up the 1-chip challenge. Yeah, I'm not worried about the heat.
Oh.
I actually really like this set. I really like this set.
Take a picture and post it and let us decide.
I'm going to try and see if I can, because it's upstairs in the kitchen. I don't have it in the studio.
Okay.
Do later.
I got an idea. Open it up on your Facebook Live on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Now there's an idea.
Nice.
I'm trying to find it
because
online.
Then everybody can enjoy it.
What a great idea. It is. I'm not just saying that either.
I found a picture of it on Google. So I'm going to post this on Twitter here at #SpacedOutRadio. I mean, this is how cool it looks. So I'm going to go post it here.
Let's go to Spaced Out Radio and take a look.
Just wait. I got to...
He gives no choice.
No? It's like clickbait.
Open or not. #SpacedOutRadio.
All right.
There you go. It looks awesome.
Open.
Got to go on Twitter.
That is cool. Oh, I see. Now it's all bundled together.
Yes, it's all bundled together.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I thought they were just like in a row. I didn't realize it looked like a stick of dynamite. I thought they're individual sticks of dynamite, but wrapped in a bundle. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, I put him in the SOR Space, a picture of it in the SOR Space Travelers Club on Facebook as well. So.
Swift burn hot sauce. Man, that looks nasty. Wow. I want it. I would. Oh man, how do you not open that? I would want to eat it.
Well, this is the problem,
right?
It looks so. It looks so amazing. Now let's see here. Mr. Skeptic says, "Light the fuse."
I was just gonna say, I just want to light the fuse.
Right. It could be a bomb.
It could be a bomb.
Light the fuse.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
Yeah, I don't know how to get pictures in the Spreaker chat room or the Rev Radio chat room, but
do that for.
But
just put the. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, somebody could put the link on there. That would be great.
Doing it now. Here it goes. Gosh. There you go, kids. That's where you can see.
Uncle Dale in the chat room says, "Do not detonate in public areas."
That means you.
Well, we're safe on camera there.
I think that meant me. You never know if it's Uncle Dale, or his power mustache that's making the comments like that. You never know. Oh, actually, he has a good idea. He goes, just open up the bottom, slide out the sauces, and reclose the sleeves. That's actually a good idea.
What if it's a real bomb,
Engineer
though?
talking.
Could be a real bomb.
Could be a taco.
So let's talk Bigfoot for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Has anyone tried using a spirit box in the woods?
I
Jessica?
have. I have.
I wonder. I've heard off-worlders through a spirit box. Aliens.
What'd you hear?
Aliens. We call them off-world.
Oh,
Off-worlders.
I didn't understand the word. I thought you said.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand what you said. That's why I was asking.
Right.
Off-worlders.
But I wonder. Yeah, because they're not on our world. But I wonder if Bigfoot can come through a spirit box, because that would kind of show the interdimensional side of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try that this year.
That's a great idea too.
I think you totally should.
Do it.
Oh, we are. We totally are.
Get some dowsing rods while you're at it. Maybe he's wet. I mean,
well, we've got dowsing rods. We've got dowsing rods.
See, you could try anything that hasn't been done, and you'll get the same result. Nothing.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
All right, Mr. Skeptic brother.
What do you think's you're gonna hear? You're gonna hear Bigfoot talking through the spirit box? I mean, what's he gonna do?
Okay, I got a couple of good stories here. All right, I shared this with Cooper. I'm curious to get your opinion on this, because I shared this the other night when Mike Morin was on the air. So Mike and I are. You know my area. You were up here for the Paracon, and you saw how forested it is, much like your area. So we're over at the Flight 21 crash site, and I just had a heart attack. Just had a heart attack. Yeah.
Carl.
That you broke it.
Was it Bigfoot?
No. Mrs. SOR brought me some Pepsi, and I didn't hear the door open, and I just saw something move out the window. I'm like, what the hell is out the window? And then I looked, and there she was. Oh,
it would just be perfect. It would just be perfect for Carl to visit you on Christmas.
Well, it would, but you know what? He has his own timeline. He doesn't care about me.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so Mike and I actually, when we were investigating Flight 21, we went in behind the crash site, and off we went, and we're kind of doing our own thing. And Bazooka Joe was out there, because you don't go into that area armed, so he was our armed guard. Lots of animals back there, okay, that can kill you. Lots of animals.
Nice.
And there's like a majorly big grizzly bear in that area. And we didn't want to piss him off. So anyways, long story short, we're about 50 yards past where Bazooka Joe is standing. We could still see him. We could still hear him. And Mike and I all of a sudden hear this coming from in front of us, this like talking, mumbling talking that you just could not understand. And I said to Mike, I said, Mike, did you see there's my Pepsi. I said, Mike, did you hear that? And he goes, yeah. I said, you heard that male voice? It sounded like a male voice. He goes, yeah. He goes, what the hell was that? I said, I don't know. And then we ended up going back. I called over to Mark to see if that was Mark. And Mark's like, nope, wasn't me saying anything. I said, did you hear that? He goes, nope. So we continue back. We go back to the area where the crash site was. And there's kind of like a pull-out area there where they had pulled up the vehicles back 50 years ago and to help look for survivors, which there was none. 56 people died, and it's still rated as Canada's only unsolved mass murder in history. So, anyways, long story short, Mark starts hearing things. Now, Mark is he's a professional tracker. All right, he knows his footprints. He knows his sounds. He's spent more time in the woods than he has at home with his family. And he starts hearing something big walking through the forest, probably 80, 90 yards around us. So he takes his rifle off his shoulder. Can't see it, can only hear it. Now, it could be Now, let's be real here. Could be a bear. Definitely not a cougar. Cougars don't make noise. Could have been a wild horse. Could have been a wild horse because we've got wild horses in the area. It could have been free-range cattle because they're clumsy at the best of times. Could have been a bear, grizzly bear, black bear. Could have been a moose, deer, whatever. Something big. Never saw it, never heard it. Saw a few branches kind of moving around. But when you put it out with that sound, I'm not 100% convinced, but I'm really starting to lean towards the fact that there was something big in the forest there that could have been Sasquatch.
I've never been fortunate enough to hear them make noise other than the tree knocks. And I've had them respond back with tree knocks. I mean, like intelligent response. But it's quite possible.
Could have been. No idea. And got another ghost story from my house. So I went down to my parents' house for the last couple of days. Got back yesterday morning for Christmas with my parents. And my buddy Mike stayed at my house. You guys know him in the Spreaker chat room as UFO Schmidt or Bigfoot Schmidt. Anyways, so he's sleeping in the spare bedroom, and he's staying at my place to watch the dogs. He's got all 3 dogs up on the bed with him. All of a sudden, and there's nobody home. He's the only one in my house. He got a little freaked out in Daveville. He says, dude, do you have a ghost in the house? I said, dude, what do I do for a living? He goes, yeah, I got a little weirded out last night. I'm like, well, what happened? He goes, well, I had all 3 dogs on the bed. They were all sleeping. And the bedroom door opened. And all 3 dogs perked up. All 3 dogs jumped off the bed. And all 3 dogs walked upstairs. And I was like, oh, had a lot of weird stuff happen at the house. Haven't had that one happen yet. Yeah. So
it's like they heard.
Always listen to the dogs.
Yeah, animals hear that stuff.
Yeah.
Their vibration is totally different, so they pick it up, I guess. But they must have been told, get upstairs. Or they heard it. Something told them when they all left. Whatever it was.
I don't know what the hell happened, but I mean, he was like, Mike's a big, rough, tough guy. Okay, he looks like the type of guy you wouldn't mess with, coming out of a bar or trying to get into a bar when you're drunk, because he used to be a bouncer. Okay, big dude, and this weirded him out. And he's like, what the hell was that? And I'm like, I don't know.
Maybe it was him. Maybe he gave off that kind of energy, and maybe the dogs were frightened by him.
No, my dogs love him, dude. My dogs love him.
That's all weird, then.
Like when he shows up at my house, you know how dogs, when they get excited, they go into that like puppy mode where they like bend their heads down and their tails are wagging at 1,000,000 miles an hour because they're so excited to see the person? That's what my 3 dogs do when he shows up. They are so excited. They love him. All right? Like, my dogs didn't even whimper when we left because they're like, oh, Mike's here. Right?
Yeah.
Probably because he sucks up to them by bringing them milk bones and biscuits and bones every time he comes on over. So my dogs kind of love the attention. But it was just weird because all of a sudden he's like, dude, I had the door closed. The door opens, the dogs all ears perk up, they're all looking, they're not growling, nothing. And then all 3 of them get up off the bed and all 3 go upstairs to go lay down.
Wait a minute. Did you just say the door opens? Like it opened on its own?
Yes. The door was closed and it opened, and the door opened on its own.
Oh my God! Why? I misunderstood. He opened the door, but holy smokes!
No.
Well, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know. I think it's Robin calling in right now. Robin, we're only about a minute and a half until we go to break here. I'm not going to take your call, but if you call in after the break, I will get you on the air. I promise you. I will get you on the air. Call in after the break. Just not enough time for you to talk, man. I want to give you some time to talk here. So if you want to call in, 1-702-302-4556. Call in after the break. We're only about $1.30 away from the break. But yeah, anyways, that totally tripped me out, dude. Totally tripped me out.
I've got. Have you guys heard that video? And I know we're cutting towards the break, but have you guys heard that video of the weird noise in the woods? Sounds kind of like a squeal, and they're trying to say it's Bigfoot.
The pig sounding one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually a coyote, because I've actually heard that noise, and I've actually seen the coyote that made the noise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we have a coyote. Well, it's not so much a pup now, but they actually make this weird noise. They were making it right outside our behind our house, and it's like, wow, didn't know coyotes made that kind of noise. But yeah, so I heard that on this video that people were trying to say it was Bigfoot, and it's like, nah, it's not Bigfoot, it's a coyote. But interesting.
That is weird, man.
Yeah, very strange. I didn't know that either.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing I've learned about being up here is the wolves and coyotes make some really, really strange sounds. Same as rabbits. Rabbits.
Really?
If rabbits are in distress, oh, my goodness, man.
Oh, yeah.
They squeal
Sounds
like
a
girl.
baby crying.
Oh, yeah. They squeal like a young girl at a Justin Bieber concert, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And they don't stop.
Aw. That's awful.
No.
It's awful. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
No, so that's usually what happens there. But, nonetheless, I think it's probably a coyote, too.
Yeah. And I wouldn't believe
I've heard coyotes, I've heard rabbits in distress, and they're two totally different sounds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are. Tess, Rich, Coop, hold on. We're going to break here at the top of the hour. One more hour left of the Christmas special here on Spaced Out Radio. We'll be back right after this. At spacedoutradio.com, we have a little bit of everything for you to stay up late. So while you're there, check out our SOR Newswire, where our team brings you stories of the weird and strange to the WTF from around the globe. News on Bigfoot, UFOs, paranormal, Darwinian-type crime tales. It's the stories that the mainstream media usually won't touch. Well, we got them all on the SOR Newswire, only at spacedoutradio.com.
Come hang out with Spaced Out Radio, where we own the night. This is Carl. You can follow Dave on Twitter at Spaced Out Radio, and during the show, use the hashtag Spaced Out Radio to chat with us live. On Instagram, at Dave Scott SOR. On Facebook, give our page a like, Spaced Out Radio Show. SOR archives are free on YouTube at Spaced Out Radio. Come join us, or I will come join you. See you at your window.
You're listening to Spaced Out Radio Live with Dave Scott on the Deep Talk Radio Network.
The freedom to post what you want, when you want. That's the social media freedom you need. Social Media Freedom is the free app in your app store. No need to worry about going to jail or being shadow banned any longer. It's the freedom to say what you feel. The freedom to know Big Brother isn't watching. It's the way social media is supposed to be. Social Media Freedom. It's time to set yourself free. Download from your app store today.
We are getting ready to relaunch the SOR Space Travelers Club at spacedoutradio.com. For $5 a month, you can join us for a plethora of features found nowhere else. Hang out in a private chat room during the show and after party. You can check out some exclusive content and a store specifically for you, as well as a private listener forum where you can post your thoughts, stories, and pictures. the SOR Space Travelers Club, coming soon to spacedoutradio.com.
On the first Tuesday of every month, I encourage you to come along for a journey with me, Geraldine Orozco, on The Spiritual You. Together, we will take a look at how to access the highest expression of yourself and change your life. Consciousness, ET contact, health, and wellness, we can talk about it all. So come along for a spiritual ride with me, Geraldine Orozco, on The Spiritual You, only on Spaced Out Radio.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
Get your horns up with me on Spaced Out Radio. This is Ron Bumblefoot THAL. Come tune in to SOR where you can hear me rock out with Little Brother is Watching, the official theme song of Spaced Out Radio. And then come on over to bumblefoot.com where you can find out about my tour schedule, my music, and everything else. Bumblefoot.com keeps you up to date on what I'm doing and the best way to stay in touch with my music and music camps. Sign up for my newsletter at bumblefoot.com and remember, Little Brother is Watching.
Visit purpleplates.com today. For over 40 years, the Purple Energy Plates have been delivering amazing results for their many customers. Inspired by the great genius Nikola Tesla, the harmony, healing, and energetic effects of the plates have proven over and over to be beneficial and often miraculous to thousands of customers. Check their site for daily specials and choose from their many energy products. You won't be sorry. Visit them today at purpleplates.com.
Do you want to know what's really going on in your world? Do you have questions about who you can trust in the mainstream media? Then look no further than the Rebel Planet. Come get the straight answers right here at spacedoutradio.com. Join me, Jamie Sexton, creator of Rebel Planet News, as I fill you in on the stories behind the stories. All you truth seekers, be sure to tune in to Rebel Planet on spacedoutradio.com the third Thursday of every month.
The Call of the Wild is in Vancouver. The Moose Vancouver is one of the hottest bars and restaurants in the city. Open until 2 a.m. nightly, the Moose will rock you like a hurricane all night long. Great food with everything on the menu at $6.95 near the corner of Nelson and Granville. Get your horns up and come rock with us. The Moose Vancouver, the official rocking bar of Spaced Out Radio.
Find your escape where time has no limits. It's about living today and cherishing the heritage of yesterday. A spirit of adventure for what is new with the nostalgia of the past. Your timepiece is a reflection of who you are. Life surrounded by beauty from the world around us to the soul within. EscapeWatches.com. There is no time like the present to enjoy your escape. Use promo code SMF2017 for your 20% discount today.
Looking for a place to advertise at a very reasonable cost? Look no further than Spaced Out Radio. SpacedOutRadio.com has an advertising tab that you can click to check out our daily, weekly, and monthly packages to play on the radio, or our website including social media. From commercial spots to banners, we have it all. Check out our competitive pricing today.
You hear footsteps in the empty room above you. A rocking chair begins rocking by itself. Don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Reach for Spirit Storybox, the iPhone app the Huffington Post UK called the only ghost hunting app you will ever need. Spirit Storybox. The spirits are telling their stories. Are you listening?
You know, it's hard being the bad man of ufology, but that's just the way that I like it. This is Chris George Zuger, and I'll be hanging out with Dave Scott and SOR scientist Chris Cogswell for Reality Paranormal, the second Wednesday of every month. And our job is to break it down and come to conclusions as to what is really going on in the supernatural world. I'd love for you to join us right here on Spaced Out Radio.
Hey, this is Canadian Paranormal Investigator Mike Moore. The third Wednesday of every month, I'll be teaming up with Dave Scott to bring you Ghosts of the Great White North. Each month, we will bring on guests from across Canada to discuss their ghostly encounters. Canada is a paranormal hotbed with stories you've never heard, so we're going to bring them to you. So get comfy on your Chesterfield, grab a donut, and join us, eh?
Would you like to connect with us? Head to spacedoutradio.com for all your latest show info. Now, back to Dave Scott and SOR.
Welcome back to the third and final hour of tonight's Christmas special on Spaced Out Radio. I am your host, Dave Scott. Thank you so much for joining us. Tomorrow night on the show, we're back to normal. Butch Witkowski's Strange Days returns for the final time of 2018. We get going at 9:06 Pacific, 12:06 a.m. Eastern at spacedoutradio.com. Hi to everyone listening in on the SOR Radio Network and Deep Talk Radio. Remember, if you're looking for any of our archives, they are on youtube.com/spacedoutradio. Just do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Bill Cardwell has set the password for tonight in the SOR Space Travelers Club. Ergotandromorph. Ergotandromorph is your password. Had to make sure I said it properly. Bill sets the password each and every night here on the mighty SOR. Our website is spacedoutradio.com, where we have a plethora of features for you. You can rock out to Bumblefoot, soon shop at our brand new store, read up on Captain Shirk's SOR Newswire, and so much more. Rich Giordano, Eric Cooper, and Tessa Nicole Thomas are with us. We're going to go to the phone lines right now. We got Robin in Washington State calling on in. Robin, how you doing, man? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you. Glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. Doing all right. Doing all right. I'm glad we're doing this show. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope Rich, Tess, and Eric are as well. I hope you guys are as listeners as well. So, did you have a good Christmas, Robin? Wonderful. Wonderful. So what you got for us, buddy? Oh no! What, a real one or one of those fake ones? Oh yeah. Nice. No, I don't have anybody muted.
I don't have. Oh, Renee also said that she can't hear him. There you go.
Oh, there. Okay. There we go. There we go. Let's try that. I just hit something on Skype here. Let's try that out. Damn, Skype kind of jumped in there.
Right.
Yes. Gotta love Skype. No, what we need to do.
There's a plethora of problems.
No, what we're going to do here is part of the future of what we are doing here with the studio is I'm going to get rid of Skype. I hate Skype. I do. It's such a pain in the butt. And for some reason, it had muted Robin. I don't know why, but it did. It really did.
Yeah, it was weird.
I'm telling you, it's aliens. It's always aliens. So you found a gnome in your attic. What were you doing up in the attic, Robin?
Well, getting wrapping paper, and I just happened to find it.
Nice.
Oh, so what's it look like?
It's as red hat as a blue blue shirt, red pants, and it's holding gray beard. Is holding its hand out like he could put something in it.
Oh, like a Travelocity. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a garden gnome.
No, you know what? I am so one with the gnomes now. It doesn't even bother me anymore. But I can say this: finding a gnome up in your attic there, Robin, that can't be very good. Can't be very good.
Sounds good though.
It does. I like the Travelocity gnomes, actually.
I love that guy. Yeah, he's cool.
So adventurous.
He is adventurous.
The thing is, though, that gnome has been in my mom's family before I was born, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's an antique gnome.
Yeah.
It called to you.
Did it have any voices?
He was lonely.
Did it have any voices? Or was it saying like, "Robin, take me downstairs, put me in the garden"?
No, it didn't.
Did you leave it up there? Be honest. Did you leave it up there, or did you?
Yeah, I left it up there.
Oh, you gotta be dreaming about gnomes. You gotta dream about gnomes tonight now.
Right.
How big was it? A foot tall, or?
Ooh, yeah.
Or was it a little teeny one you can put like a cigarette in its hand?
Probably say it's about at least 5 to 6 inches.
It's a good gnome. Yeah, it's a good gnome right there.
That's a good garden gnome.
Do you have video of it? Otherwise, it doesn't exist.
Otherwise, you can't find it, brother.
No video, not real, brother.
I could take a picture.
No video didn't happen, brother.
Oh no!
No
We need a video of it. There's no pictures.
It doesn't exist unless it's moving on film.
Robin, do me a favor. Do me a favor here, Robin. Do me a favor if you could, because it's Christmas and this is the gift I want from you, Robin.
Oh,
okay.
Give us your best Hulk Hogan impersonation.
Oh.
Okay. How's it going, Mary Jane?
Nice.
You can do it, brother.
You can do it, brother.
I've been in your minds, Mary Jane.
Oh yeah.
That was unbelievable. That was fantastic. I can't believe you actually did it. That was freaking. That was great, brother. You gotta get it from your brother.
I've been in my vine. I've been in my vine. Doing my prayers. I'm going out there. I'll do that giant 1, 2, 3, and retain my title belt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's talking deep there. That is totally Hogan right there. He totally nailed it.
Oh my God.
Totally nailed it. My wish for tonight, my Christmas wish for tonight from Twitter is Mr. Skeptic to call on in and give us his Hulk Hogan impersonation. That's what I want. That's what I want. Or Corrine de Winter. Or 1 second. Or Corrine de Winter to call in and give us her impersonation of Hulk Hogan. That's what I want. Robin, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to tell you about this one 911 call I was watching on a TV show.
All right.
Okay. So there was this bank. Robert just robbed a bank, and of course he wanted to rob out and take her car, but so she just kept on driving, and he was on the hood of her car. And she called 911 and said the bank robber was on the hood of her car, and she was going 50 miles per hour down the road.
Oh, wow. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
That's fast cash.
That only
right
happens
there.
in Phoenix, man.
No, that's a total Florida story. Total Florida story.
No.
Yes, it is.
That's
America, brother.
Too.
It was an F word. I thought it was Phoenix with a PH, but it was Florida. Every time.
Yes.
Every time
Yes.
it's Florida, brother.
Exactly.
Oh, Seattle, brother.
I want Corrine de Winter to call in with her Hulk Hogan impersonation. Come on, Corrine. I know you're in the chat room right now. Beautiful.
Come on, Coco. You can do it.
Yeah, she can
Get in the chopper.
Oh, yeah.
She
This
can
is my,
totally-
Oh, yeah.
This is my macho man.
Very
This is my
nice.
macho man.
You
Very
told her
nice.
to get to the chopper. Why she have to get to the chopper? She's got an airplane. She got a Learjet. Let's talk about John Wick.
Hold on. Mr. Skeptic here on Twitter at hashtag Spaced Out Radio says, nah, I can't. Staying with some early to bed folks here. Can't be yelling into the phone. Give you a rain check on that. Come on, brother. You need a better excuse than that, brother.
You can at least do it for a second, brother. They won't catch on
Sleep.
until after 4
Sleep
seconds.
is overrated, brother.
Nobody sleeps. Everybody works out and takes their vitamins and prays all the time, brother. You get there and you start dialing, brother.
Exactly. Exactly. Make it happen. Make it
Turn
happen.
a skeptic into a debunker right away, brother.
You're going to get the
Macho man.
ever on this show, Dave.
Well, you never know. You never know. All right. All right.
I'm going to get the wrestling people calling.
I have no idea who we're adding to the phone line now, but who's calling right now? Who did we just bring in?
It's El Chapo.
El Chapo, brother.
Is that Corrine?
It's El Chapo.
El Chapo. Where is El Chapo?
I like this person. They're fantastic. It's from the movie. It's from my movie, right?
Right.
I love this person. Who are you? Where you come from? What is your name? And then give me your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Amazing. Amazing.
Did you guys see El Chapo?
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome.
It was so good.
Mm-hmm. I call him El Cheapo. You know?
Yeah. You got to put that one in.
Was he a bad date? Is that why you call him El Cheapo?
Insert it in there, brother. Sister, brother.
He was a tip.
El Cheapo says, tell us the
Oh, my. This has gone off the rails awfully quick.
Sandra just said, oh, my, too. Oh, my.
I thought Dave was reading Sandra's, oh, my. Oh, yeah.
By the way,
I
Tess.
thought the same time you said it.
Tess,
Yes, Dave.
on Twitter at hashtag Spaced Out Radio, John T says in his best Hulk Hogan voice, ha, 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 ha. Oh, my God, brother. Tessa TNT is doing the best Hulk Hogan impersonation, brother.
Right.
That's right, brother. I'm going to drop an elbow on it, brother.
That's the best, man. For a girl, that's unbelievable.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah,
I love you. Thank you so much for the enthusiasm and critiques of awesomeness.
Corrine?
Me and my Hulkamaniacs are going to run wild on you.
Awesome.
That was really
Awesome.
good, whoever that was.
That was Robin. That was Robin.
That was really good.
Corrine, I'm grabbing the conch here. Corine,
Yeah.
do you have a Christmas poem for us? Because you're so talented when it comes to poetry.
Okay.
Hold on. Can you read it in a Hulk? Can you read it? Can you read it in a Hulk Hogan voice?
Oh, yeah.
If I could do the Hulk Hogan voice, I need to, really be loud right now, but I can't be loud because my roommate is sleeping. So I can't really do that. But
Pillow Hogan.
Okay. We're gonna give Corrine the time here.
brother.
Because literally,
quiet with the pillow, Hogan, brother.
Okay, hold on a second here. I know we got a wild crew right now, but hold on a second, because Corrine is next to Leonard Cohen, Corrine is my favorite poet. So I want to give her the conch. I want to give her the conch here, and if you got a Christmas poem that you can share with us, I would be honored.
I don't have a Christmas poem. I have a poem, but not a Christmas poem.
Well, let's just pretend it is.
Okay, we'll
a New Year's poem.
Actually, this one's called David.
Oh, wow. Trippy.
So it's kind of like echoing to you right now. Okay.
All right. Shh.
Okay. It's not called David. It's called Charm, but David's in it. Okay. Okay. David, come December, with its white skies and lonely green, you will find your way here on hands and knees. David, come with your silver cross, with your crucifix mission, with your halo askew, and every star above, delivering 5-pointed mercy to you. That's it.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll give you a few claps for that.
It was fantastic.
Now, if we could get that in a Hulk Hogan voice, it'll have some meaning.
Hey, you know, it's with that wrestler, Marty the Moth.
Oh.
You guys know who Marty the Moth is?
Something new has been added.
But I want to meet him.
Right?
He was cool. He was. I thought he was like his real last name is Casillas, and I said, "Are you Greek?" And he goes, "No, I'm actually Mexican." I go, "Oh, El Chapo," and he started cracking up. I'm sorry, I'm on the El Chapo kick right now.
Didn't notice.
El Chapo.
Once again, if he's a bad date, he's El Cheapo.
Right.
I'll go there. I'll go there. I will totally go there. Hey, you have a poem?
Yeah.
Just make sure there's no swearing.
Indeed.
There is no swearing.
Okay.
It's a Krampus poem.
Oh, there we go.
Let's have it.
Nice.
Giddy up.
I only got like a couple minutes here, so.
Giddy up now,
I'm
Charlie.
doing it in my Hulk Hogan voice as best as I can.
All right.
Do it, brother.
Come on, brother.
Okay. Let's see if I can.
Today.
No, I don't think I can read this poem in my Hulk Hogan voice.
Give it a try, brother. For me, brother. Come on, brother.
The elbow or the leg,
you can do it, brother.
Come on.
Drop the leg on it, brother.
Sounds like black metal. So I'll have to. So the poem is: now that Halloween is over, you thought you were safe. Foolish child, Krampus is coming on Christmas Day. He wants naughty children to take back to his cave. He eats most of them. Some becomes his slave. Naughtier the better. Rotten is his phase. The only protection for you to be good till Christmas Day.
You raised me from the dead. It's Sylvia Brown. Hello, everybody.
Charlie!
I'm back. I got a reading for you.
I got a bone to pick with
You never. Hello, Robin. I got a reading for you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you later for $700 an hour. I haven't done
$700
Corrine, Uncle Dale in the SOR Space Travelers has a message. He says, I can see I will have to work on my Hulk Hogan voice. Corrine de Winter, that's a scary lady.
That's amazing. She rocks.
You said you got a reading for me?
I'm a little scary. Now, who's Robin? Robin, who are you? Tell me who you are.
Robin's one of our listeners from Washington State.
Okay.
He calls in when you're on the air giving readings.
Indeed, brother.
Give me a reading, sister. That's what he's at. Next time we're doing the psychic show, Robin's going to call on up, and he's going to be, and Corrine's going to be like, Robin, and he's going to be like, give me a reading, sister. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Wow.
So are you doing New Year's readings?
No, we're not doing.
New Year's.
No. We're saving that for Tessa. We're saving that for Tessa.
Okay.
Yeah. Tessa, John on Twitter at #SpacedOutRadio says, I want to hear more TNT Hulk Hogan. She's killing it. Give John a personal message, Tess. Come on.
John, you're really rocking out with your socks out, brother. I really appreciate your support, brother. Oh, yeah.
The best.
Oh, my gosh.
Just so you know, Hulk Hogan never said, oh, yeah. That was
but I just did, so, yeah. I was just incorporating, so,
that was very
good.
It is. It's okay.
It was mad
on Twitter.
That was
Spaced Out Radio.
Run wild on you.
That is so good.
That is. Rich, Mr. Skeptic on #Spaced Out Radio on Twitter says, Sylvia Brown scamming Marks from Beyond the Grave. At last, paranormal proof.
Indeed.
That was awesome. I knew you were going to say that. By the way, Goof on Radio on Sunday is doing psychic beatings. So call into that show.
Psychic beatings?
Dave, I need to tell you something.
I'm bringing them back. We used to do psychic beatings all the time on every other Sunday.
I never. Robin needs to tell me something. Hold on. Go ahead, Robin.
So, I went over to my aunt's on my mom's side for Christmas, and I was telling my Ben, who used to be my who used to be married to my cousin, Kristen. And I told him about Spaced Out Radio, and he actually heard about the show.
Oh, nice. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
What do you say? What do you listen to that crap there, brother?
Right.
Yeah, he said that he's actually said, I heard about some of your episodes. Yeah.
Nice. Let me tell you something, cousin. If you're listening in, we appreciate you going to our archives and listening, cousin. That's all I got.
That's right, cousin.
My voice is getting sore.
You got to do a little pillow.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I had to quit.
We're always over the edge, brother.
You're going to let a girl do it.
Also.
You know, people listening in for the first time, they're going to be like, I could just listen to somebody driving through Noonan, Georgia right now, tuning into WQEE, and they're like, what is this crap on the air right now? This is terrible. And you know they're saying, we got to go to break here, but you know they're saying, what the hell is this on the radio, brother? Get that crap off the radio, brother. Well, we got 30 more minutes. We'll be back with more SOR right after this.
You're listening to Spaced Out Radio Live with Dave Scott on the Deep Talk Radio Network.
A timepiece is a reflection of who you are, and what better way to show off the real you than with an Escape watch? Escape is a lifestyle brand accessorizing your days and nights. Choose to escape and create the life of discovery that you deserve. Dream, play, unite with your own personalized Escape watch. Head to escapewatches.com. There is no time like the present to enjoy your escape. Use promo code SMF2017. for your 20% discount today.
Looking for a place to advertise at a very reasonable cost? Look no further than Spaced Out Radio. SpacedOutRadio.com has an advertising tab that you can click to check out our daily, weekly, and monthly packages to play on the radio, or our website including social media. From commercial spots to banners, we have it all. Check out our competitive pricing today.
Hello, this is your guitar man, Ron Bumblefoot THAL, and I have to tell you, I love the response I get for Little Brother is Watching from Spaced Out Radio fans. It's amazing how music can inspire and make people think deeper about what's going on in the supernatural world. You can head over to my website, bumblefoot.com, to check out my music, my guitar workshops, my touring, even check out some of the hot sauces that I'm working on. And make sure you keep on listening, because with Spaced Out Radio, you know Little Brother is watching.
Hi there, this is Geraldine Orozco from San Francisco's Bay Area Meditation. I invite you to join me the first Tuesday of every month with Dave Scott for Spaced Out Radio's The Spiritual You. In this fast-paced world we live in, it's time for you to take some time for you. We'll cover every possible subject, from powerful meditation to healing techniques to your own intuition and spirituality. So come join us for The Spiritual You.
You know, it's hard being the bad man of ufology, but that's just the way that I like it. This is Chris George Zuger, and I'll be hanging out with Dave Scott and SOR scientist Chris Cogswell for Reality Paranormal, the second Wednesday of every month. And our job is to break it down and come to conclusions as to what is really going on in the supernatural world. I'd love for you to join us right here on Spaced Out Radio.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from TalkStream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now. The Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
You hear footsteps in the empty room above you. A rocking chair begins rocking by itself. Don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Reach for Spirit Storybox, the iPhone app the Huffington Post UK called the only ghost hunting app you will ever need. Spirit Storybox. The spirits are telling their stories. Are you listening?
Visit purpleplates.com today. For over 40 years, the Purple Energy Plates have been delivering amazing results for their many customers. Inspired by the great genius Nikola Tesla, the harmony, healing, and energetic effects of the plates have proven over and over to be beneficial and often miraculous to thousands of customers. Check their site for daily specials and choose from their many energy products. You won't be sorry. Visit them today at purpleplates.com.
Coming soon to our website, spacedoutradio.com, is the SOR Space Travelers Club. For just $5 a month, you can get into a private area on our site where you can hang with other listeners in our chat room, post in our forum, and check out a bunch of exclusive content and store that won't be found anywhere else, including a nightly after-show party with Dave. It's going to be the best $5 a month you're going to spend. The SOR Space Travelers, only at spacedoutradio.com.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
We're bringing scientific thought to the paranormal. Hi there, this is Spaced Out Radio scientist Chris Cogswell. Join me, Chris Zuger, and Dave Scott the second Wednesday of every month, where we break down the who from the woo when it comes to everything paranormal. We'll investigate and try to bring sensible answers to those straight and sometimes outlandish questions people have. Hey, not everything has an answer, but we'll do our best. Listen in to Reality Paranormal only on Spaced Out Radio.
Did you know Spaced Out Radio runs 7 days a week? Hi there, this is Tessa Nicole Thomas, and I'm here to take you on a paranormal journey each Saturday and Sunday night. Why change the station when you have it all right here? Together, we'll hang out and share some strange and scary stories. And don't forget, we have Psychic Sundays as well, so come tune in Spaced Out Weekend. We get going at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, only at spacedoutradio.com, where we own the night.
Are you tired of being blocked, shadow banned, or placed in jail for simply posting your thoughts on social media? Social Media Freedom can take care of that for you. Social Media Freedom is the newest and one of the best free new apps that allows you the freedom to post what you want, when you want. It takes seconds to download from your app store. Come join the tribe at Social Media Freedom. It's time to set yourself free. Heading to Vancouver and looking for a night on the town? The Moose Vancouver is the bar that never stops rocking until 2 a.m. every night. The Moose has great food with everything on the menu from $6.95 to $8.95. Fantastic, vibrant staff and rock and roll that will bring you back to when the music was real, the hair was long, and the guitars were rocking. Get your party on at the Moose Vancouver, the official party bar of Spaced Out Radio. We've rounded third. We are heading for home tonight on the Christmas special of Spaced Out Radio. I am your host, Dave Scott. Got a few callers in here. Rich Giordano's with us. Tess Nicole Thomas from Spaced Out Weekend. We got Eric Cooper and his beard, two separate entities from Forest Moon Paranormal. And the lovely and talented, my second favorite poet ever, next to Leonard Cohen, Corrine DeWinter, who makes a surprise appearance after months and months and months of dodging the requests. She's finally back on the air. I want to give a special shout-out. I got to do this. Somebody very important popped into the chat room. Mr. Bob Davis, the man who reintroduces me at top of the breaks commercials. Great radio voice that he is. Hi, Bob. Love you, bro. Love Bob. Got to give him a big Merry Christmas.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Love Bob. Love the Bob. We need more Bob time. That's what we need. We need more Bob time around here. That's what we can do. But either way, we'll give him a quick shout out again. We did earlier in the first half hour of the show. But we'll do it again. So we kind of got off the rails last half hour with the whole Hulk Hogan thing. I think all of us have really hoarse voices right now. We got Sarah Jessica Parker voices right now. So
no way, brother.
I was thinking Justin Bieber, but okay.
Except Tessa. Tessa, you got a fan. You got a fan. John on Twitter, hashtag Spaced Out Radio. He says, I'm laughing and I'm crying. So funny. Great job, Tessa TNT. Thank you for the shout out, brother.
Thanks, John. I love it.
Thanks, John.
Exactly.
She's like, thanks, John. I love it.
How do you make that transition so fast?
I don't know. I just have a thing for voices. I can do so many and go in and out, and yeah.
All right.
It's just a talent I have, you know.
So for this half hour, I'm going to go back to Bazooka Joe here, who asked this in the first hour of the show. But this one trips him out because Bazooka Joe is just learning all of this stuff. Okay? He's just getting into it. Doesn't really understand it, doesn't really pay attention. Very skeptical. But one of the things that's tripping him out is all these Simpsons predictions. Some of them are kind of weird.
They are.
You know, I mean, do they have a time traveler working on it, or are they just so obvious that they go into the zany things and trying to find the obvious to see if they'll come true? But, you know, whether it's, Trump being elected president and going down the escalator and waving his hands the way he does, I mean, how ironic is that? Or the episode going back to season 5 in 1993, where they predicted that Siegfried and Roy would be attacked by one of their tigers. That came true in 2003.
Right?
That's bound to happen.
In 1994, predicting that there would be, that you could write on your phone, and they actually have an app. Homer is actually using an Apple phone. Well, that came true in 2007. FaceTime, Lisa's Wedding, Season 6, Episode 19. 1995, that episode came out. 2010, obviously, is when FaceTime came out with the iPhone. Everything from the faulty voting machines, the God particle that Homer was working on in 1998 that came true in 2012.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, sir.
The NSA in the Simpsons movie in 2007 that had been tracking everybody's phone calls. We all thought it was a joke. Well, that came true in 2013. Lisa's Wedding again, 1995, when she married the British guy. Yeah. He was talking into his watch. The smartwatch prediction came true in 2014. The Ebola outbreak in 1997, it came out, and Marge held up a book while reading to Bart called Curious George and the Ebola virus. Well, that came true in 2014. FIFA's soccer corruption scandal, which is another reason why I don't like the sport. All right. That came true a year later in 2015. I mean, there's just a ton of them, an absolute ton of them that they have weirdly predicted. Now, I'm not saying that it's true, okay? I'm not saying that it's true. And probably they're taking somebody who's popular and trying to make it happen to see, okay, what could we do to screw this up? Because that's the way The Simpsons works. But it is a little bit weird. I mean, here is a big one here. Season 10, Episode 5, When You Wish Upon a Star, predicted in 1998, came true in 2017. And they had a big sign that said 20th Century Fox, a division of Walt Disney Company. Well, Walt Disney bought for $66.1 billion worth of Fox on December 14th, 2017. Which is
and
now
didn't
a division
China buy the mouse?
China.
Yep.
Yeah.
China owns Netflix now too.
So I mean, The Simpsons predicting all of this stuff. I mean, how? I'm not saying they have time travelers working on it. Okay, and like Mr. Skeptic, who saying that the smartwatch thing was a riff on Dick Tracy, but it's just kind of intriguing.
Or
that's all.
Yeah. Or
well, the same things happen with.
007.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Tess.
I was going to say this. Oh, Tess, go ahead then.
No, I already said it. You say it.
Okay, Rich, your turn.
They made predictions on Family Guy too.
Mm-hmm.
Seth MacFarlane, the Boston Marathon bombing, other things I can't remember, like Kevin Spacey hiding, doing things that happen in Hollywood. I mean, how do they know all that? It's very strange.
Well, and The Simpsons have over and over and over again repeatedly made predictions that have come true. And so it's very strange. Like, where is this coming from? Do they have people that can look into the future, or what the heck is going on there? That's crazy. The Simpsons.
Family Guy predicted Robin Williams committing suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Very strange. There's videos all over this. Bruce Jenner's sex change. That's a popular Family Guy.
What if they had a time traveler?
Oh, you never know.
Or a remote viewer.
See, I could see the remote. I could see the remote viewing or over the time traveler.
Mm-hmm. Very odd. But you can't deny it. Like, it's been repeated time and time again. And it started so many years back. I've seen predictions, and they're like, okay, so the Simpsons are predicting this, and then all of a sudden it's happening over and over and over and over again. And like Richie G was saying with Family Guy, like, I don't know. Do they have remote viewers within their writer's realm, or what's going on here?
Well, I have something to say about that. Okay, so writers, and I'm a writer, and I'm not saying this because I'm a writer, but writers and any artist are sort of visionaries in the first place. And when you've been on the air for as long as Family Guy or The Simpsons, you're going to get, it's natural to me that this would happen. You know what I mean? Because artists are visionaries. They are. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's all I'm saying about that.
Yeah, they asked Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy about that, and he says some people find the eerie, the predictions of Family Guy bizarre and unsettling, but they don't realize it's just a big coincidence.
Well, do you know that Seth MacFarlane was actually part of the Mandela Effect? His name had changed.
Oh, is he going from McFarlane to MacFarlane?
I think it was, something like that. I have to look it up.
That's what it was.
Google.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
McFarlane and McFarlane. Like, it's
Mac.
really, really close. Really, really close. But at the same time, it changed from McFarlane to McFarlane. And, things changed and things were different. But, it's really strange and intricate. It kind of makes you scratch your head and think, what the heck is going on?
Is my memory bad, or is it really the Mandela effect?
I have an immaculate memory, and my husband had a stroke, and he remembers things differently. And I'm like, no, that's not the way it was. But ever since I was 3 years old, I have an immaculate memory. I can remember things exactly how they were. And I don't know. It's just weird to me. And it makes me kind of freak out at times, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, this is just something weird, or, maybe I'm getting all the timers, which I always say I have. I have all the timers, But, it's really strange how these things keep happening over and over and over again. And when you go back to the genie thing, as far as there was, what was his name? The first one that did it? There was Shazam and...
Oh, yeah.
There was two different ones. And I remember watching one as a kid.
Kazam and Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam and Kazam. Shazam, I remember watching as a kid. And I remember seeing all these things. And they were like, no, that never happened. I'm like, I remember watching it as a kid. And then Kazam came along, and I'm like, why are they redoing this? And it was really soon after they originally did the original one. And Kazam was just not as good. They didn't have all the intricate things they had in there with the guy holding up the turkey leg and all these other things going on. And you look back and you're like, I remember that. And then you go on to the other one, and I don't know. It's just really weird.
By the way, Uncle Dale says, Tessa, TNT makes your Hulk Hogan voices sound girly.
That's right, Brother Dell. We're going to slam the leg down on it.
You know what? Speaking of the Mandela effect, okay, I am actually holding in my hand right now something one of our listeners, Oscar, sent to me. And it's a Ford key. It's a Ford key. Ooh. Now, if you go to the Ford logo, on the line that goes through the F, it has a little, curly Q on it. All right? Little circle. Ford says it has always been there. The Mandela effect says it has not. Well, the key that Oscar sent me, which is a really old Ford vehicle key, has no curl on the F.
It's a key, though. It's a key.
Yeah.
They didn't have that type of, whatever you call it, that symbol on a key maker.
Whether it's the vehicle or the key, it's the same. And I actually found a handful of Ford keys the other day trying to find my Subaru Brat, 1980 Subaru Brat. If anybody has the distributor to that, I would appreciate it because I can't find it anywhere. But anyways, I found all these Ford keys, and they have the little swirly lines on it.
Oh, that's weird.
And I can take pictures of it. Want me to and share it
No,
with
we
you.
need video. We need video.
Okay, I'll take video.
Well, maybe one machine made it and the other one didn't have it. They could have been using an older model. You could have your keys could have been made from a newer model. Anything else?
It could be anything. Who knows?
I know. It could be anything else.
I just found it interesting.
It is very interesting.
Yeah.
Mandela's weird.
I'm totally thinking it's
It all
there, man.
started with the death of Mandela. He was in prison. He died. They had this whole percussion, everything going on. And I remember watching it, and I actually cried when I saw it. And then all of a sudden, he's not dead anymore. He's alive, and he's becoming president. And that's when it all started. And then it was just like skip after skip after skip. Was it Cessna or what was it? Cerna? That was doing this, projecting the God particles against each other and trying to make the same effect over and over and over again. And each time, things changed. And so it was really, really weird because I kept seeing things that I remembered correctly that weren't correct anymore.
Think about what's changed, Tessa. Buildings haven't changed. Jewelry on your body hasn't changed. Your shirt didn't change. Just little things that are in your subliminal cortex of your brain, things that you don't pay attention to that your mind forgets, that is not necessary to remember. That's all the Mandela effect is. It's from bad advertising, spelling things wrong, doing it wrong, repeating it wrong.
I
from
wasn't
the original
even on
product.
to online
I'm just telling
advertising
people what
or
the
anything
Mandela
like
effect
that
is.
until
I
I
just had to put it
started
out
working for the casino and Ignacio, and they're like,
listen here, brother.
Ding,
I
ding,
didn't
ding,
even-
round two.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't even want to get a cell phone. I didn't want to go onto Facebook or anything like that until the casino and Ignacio made me do it. You got to get this Facebook profile. You got to like the casino. You got to share it with everybody because they wanted that advertisement. And when I did that, I was grateful because I found people I would have never found. But before that, I didn't have any sort of internal or website information coming into my mind. I just remembered from a kid what I'd watch, like Shazam or whatever else was going on. And I remember Curious George having a tail. I remember this guy holding a turkey leg. I remember all this other stuff. And then all of a sudden, he's not holding a turkey leg. Curious George doesn't have a tail. Bernstein Bears, however you want to pronounce it. All these things changed, and
No,
it
they
was
didn't.
the same before, but
You never
they did.
changed. You just have bad memory like everybody else. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
Just like everybody else. Just like everybody else, brother. I have
It
bad
is.
memories, and I can't remember it right.
But I do. I remember
No, you
being
don't.
molested
You
as
think
a
you
child
do.
at 3 years old. I remember
No,
all
you're
these
3 years old.
that.
3 years old. You're going to do remember Encyclopedia 2? I mean, nobody has memory like that.
No, I do. I
No,
remember.
nobody does it 3 years old. I'm telling you, you can't.
Okay, nobody. But yeah, I.
Nobody. Not even me.
Hold
Not
on.
even the incredible Rich E.G.
Hold on.
Right.
I know everything. Oh, that's the bell.
But let's keep it positive.
Where's Kareen? Kareen, are you there?
I'm here. I'm listening. Yeah.
Help.
Right.
Help.
Just listening to the
Come
fight.
on. Come on, Kareen. Give us your best Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch impersonation. You're from Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Marky, you from Southie?
I can impersonate some people, but I think Tessa probably has it over me with that. I don't know. I can't think of someone right now.
What about Sully Erna from Godsmack? They're from Boston.
I never, you know what? I don't even know what the hell they sound like.
They're fantastic.
They are?
Yeah. They only go back like 23, 24 years.
I guess I'm out of it. I don't remember.
Oh, we got a call from Mandela. He's back. He's alive.
What, brother?
I forgot. I must have forgot he died 3 times already.
Oh, my goodness. You guys are crazy.
If this Mandela effect
it was another guy from Africa who died, and people are thinking it was, Mandela, and it wasn't. And there was just a rumor that got started. If anybody really does research, they'll know how it really started.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I did research. I've got a key here, and I'm actually gonna film it, and I'm gonna put it on my Facebook page. We'll tag you in it and say, "There's your proof, brother. There's your proof."
Real research means you have to get me the key maker that made that, and I'm not talking about the Matrix key maker, a real key maker. I want to know what machine that was made of, what year it was made, and the car it's for, and then we'll see.
All
That's
right.
how you do research. Let me tell you, everything.
On that note, hold on. No, Richie G isn't saying anything right now because we got to wrap this baby up. I apologize. Thank you, Tessa, Rich, Corrine, and Eric's beard. Thanks to Robin for calling on in. The hilarity of John on Twitter. All of you in the chat rooms. Skeptic, love you, bro. Tomorrow night on the show, Butch Witkowski's Strange Days is back. We're going to look back at 2018 intently. We got Mr. Ron Bumblefoot THAL, brother, rocking away with Little Brother is Watching. Bumblefoot is the official music of Spaced Out Radio, rocking us in and out of every single show. Get your horns up for the guitar god himself. Special thanks to all of you listening in on this Christmas night. What a great episode. Thank you for the fun. Thanks for hanging out, because together, my friends, we own the night, brother. We'll talk to you in 21 hours from now. Mr. Bumblefoot, we need a favor, brother. We need you to take us home. See you tomorrow, everybody. Good night.